Team White in this A Road final. So let's take a look at the teams. Team Mowat on the left, Hammy McMillan at lead, Bobby Lammy at second, Grant Hardy the third player, and Bruce Mowat at skip. Team White, Ewan Kyle the lead player, James Craig the second, Duncan McFadgen the third, and Ross White the skip player. So that is Team Mowat. Hammy McMillan there on the left, Bruce Mowat on the right. And Team White, Ross White on the right hand side of the shot. Teams just preparing themselves for taking the ice. Team Mowat will be playing the red stones, Team White the yellow. Practice slides being taken. Pete, an exciting match-up, this A Road final. How do you expect this one to pan out?
Yeah, well, just looking at current rankings, we've got Team Mowat lying 4th in the WCT Order of Merit and Team White lying 130th. So really the odds should go towards, and the bookies' favourite today would be Team Mowat. Current European champions. Kenny won the European Championships in Tallinn back in December. A fantastic result for Scottish curling and for these guys. They've also reached a final of a Grand Slam competition in December, so they're the form team in Scotland at the moment, and one of the funded teams. So if I was a betting man, my money I think would be in Team Mowat.
Yeah, so they're just playing the draw the shot challenge at this moment to determine who gets last stone.
Yeah, and I think in an 8-end game, Kenny, last stone advantage is a big thing. Used to be traditionally 10 ends, but as the games are now only 8 ends, having the last stone advantage helps you control the first few ends of the game.
Probably similar to yesterday, I think, Hammy. I think weight's pretty much similar to yesterday.
So this is Hammy McMillan, lead player, playing the in-turn draw. Just looking to throw this one up very close to the button.
Easy, easy. Line's good.
Quite a lot of rotation on this one, Pete.
Yeah, I think these guys will probably have learned playing on arena ice that's swinging a lot, that you need to put a lot of handle on the stone. If you don't put enough rotation on it, then at times on really swinging ice, the stone will lose its handle and end up swinging more than you probably want it to. So it's something these guys will have picked up and learned. So that was Hammy's practice shot. He now goes live. So he has to beat the shot of Team White, which looked like it was probably about a foot, 18 inches off the button, as we call it.
Same again.
So I think Hammy will throw the same again. He's saying to sweepers and let them judge the weight.
It's not like nice to get quicking up that much. Yeah.
So going to throw the intern again, obviously, because he's just done it. Throwing the same weight, leave it to the sweepers to put the stone where they want it.
You're slightly narrow, different path.
Weight's close.
So just
Wine's
sweeping this
good.
one for a
Wine's
little bit
really
of weight
good.
at the
Still on a
moment.
different path.
Yeah, Bruce
path.
is saying it's a
Yep.
different path, so he's anticipating it might sit
Nice
down
line.
because the ice might be a bit slower there, but I think they've judged that really well. Good communication from all the team, and that's ended up closer than Team White. So last on advantage will go to Team Mowat, who are playing the Red Rocks.
Yeah, that's a very important shot played by young Hammy McMillan. Ross White would have liked last stone advantage to try and dictate the play early on in this game. So 8 ends, these World Curling Tour events. 5 end free guard zone, 5 rock rule. That's something that's been new this season, Pete. I think it's been a great addition.
Yeah, that leads to more stones in play and more aggressive curling, because you can get up in a game early, but it gives the opposition the chance to come back at the team that's in the lead. Having the ability to put up multiple guards will lead and should lead to more interesting ends, and it brings a different dynamic, different strategy to the game. These guys have been playing, as you say, this season, so they've all learned, and they know as a team how they want to perform. If they're 1-0 up, 2-0 up, or if they're down, depending on the end and the stage of the game, I think as a team they'll all know exactly what they want to do. So here we go, first rock from Ewan Kyle.
Nice.
Be throwing a guard, I would assume, Kenny.
Line's good.
Yeah, what we have seen so far this season is teams have got a very structured way of playing the first few ends. When they've got last stone and when they don't have last stone.
Good, Ian.
Oh, big game.
Good. Nice sweep.
So tight guard for Team White.
Yeah, I think that's exactly as he was asked for. I commentated on one of Ross White's games earlier on, and impressed by them. Performed well as a team, good young team, but very aggressive with their tactics. He's not scared to take anybody on. Maybe some of the younger teams might be a bit phased playing against Team Mount here, current European champions, 4th in the World Curling Tour. Might have thrown it in the house and said, right, come on, come after us, but no, they've gone for the guard and going to take it to Team Mount in his first end.
Well, I certainly do like that thought process from Ross White. There's no point in losing by one. You might as well lose by by 2 or 3 shots. But I think this will be a very tight game.
Anchor there.
5.
Whoa.
6.
Whoa.
Whoa, James.
5 only.
Nothing.
Wow.
7. Whoa.
Round it.
Really hanging out there.
Lots of communication. You can hear lots of talking from the suitors.
This thing's a bit heavy, so they're actually looking at now going round the back of this red to get cover from the red. It's ended up not too bad.
You got it?
Yeah. It was curling in there, so. Yeah, looks good. It's 12. Yep, back ring. Yeah, he's nice in back ring.
Touch heavy.
Excellent lead player, Hammy McMillan.
Touch heavy. Room.
Close.
Hold.
Just looking to push this yellow through and roll to the left-hand side. Bit of directional sweeping going on from Bobby Lamy to try and get this one to curl.
Hard. Go on, Hammy. Keep going. Nice.
Yeah, so red now line 2. Decision from Ross. What do we do? Do we keep attacking? Yeah, he's going to draw another one in on top. So these guys all know each other, Kenny, pretty well. There's 2 or 3 of them from Stranraer. A couple of guys from Dumfries, one from Edinburgh. Forfar. So they'll have played against each other a number of times.
I thought we were close.
James Craig, second player for Team Ross White.
Only.
7.
hard.
6.
Whoa.
It's close.
7.
Doesn't want to bounce off this red here, because if he does, it's going to lie open and give Team Mount a shot to lie 3. So
Nice shot, James.
yeah, that's a good shot, good result.
I think out turn trees. Yeah, I think so.
See Bruce
I'm
looking at the
confused.
angle of yellow onto red there. Kenny seeing for lock on the back yellow.
It needs to be, I think.
If he could possibly
Agreed.
hit it and it locks up, but he decided to draw at the moment.
Good.
This is Bobby Lamy,
22 grand.
Line's good too.
second player.
Line's good. Line's good.
So this Team Mount, they're
Line's
I
good.
think one of the
Coffee.
2 men's
Hard
teams
line,
that are
hard
fully
line,
funded,
hard
so these guys are
line.
full-time
Hard
curling.
Hard line.
Played numerous games already this season. I mentioned European Championships, but they've also been to Canada multiple times this year to compete.
Nice, Bob.
Nice spot. Real good.
Yeah, that's a nice result there. Crept past the guard and frozen up in the front yellow.
Sweep. Yeah.
Your thoughts on this one, Ken? He's taking the one out in the back ring. To me, that's a bit early in the end to be. This one in the back ring's not really in play.
Yeah, because Team Mowat could just then play at the end and draw the forefoot for 2.
Maybe a little bit defensive, but that's what he decided to do, and as a team they all went with it. Result was as he wanted, to take the red one out and lie another yellow in the house.
So what were the other options, Pete?
For me, potentially run that yellow guard back in, remove some of the reds, because the reds are both buried behind cover.
Yeah.
I just felt that one at the back at some point may have been removed by one of these stones in the middle.
You get 4.
As long as you're on that, you're ready.
Yeah, Team Mowat already played 58 games on the World Curling Tour this season, winning 37, losing 21.
Well, that's not going anywhere, that's though.
If you're only just covering it, if you're only on an inch of it.
Yeah, that's a good record, isn't it, Kenny? At the level these guys are playing at when they're travelling to Canada and big events within Europe, they're always competing at the top level. So I think 37 wins, 21 defeats is a good record for these guys.
Touch more? 19. Similar, very similar. Weight the same! Leave your hair less!
Yeah, already had a fantastic season picking up that European gold.
Hard line! Hard line!
Just off the back of that Grand Slam final as well. Didn't manage to pick up the win though.
No, I watched that one. That was the final between 2 Scottish teams. First time ever there have been 2 teams in a Scottish teams in a Grand Slam final. So brilliant for Scottish curling. And these Team Mowat was just edged out by Ross Patterson and his team. The last shot of the game. And that was only a couple of weeks ago. So they had a fantastic December, winning the Euros, getting to the final of a Slam event. And they'll be looking to follow up by winning this and going straight through on the high road into the playoff stages at the Masters here in Perth.
Bill!
So it looks like he's going to try and hit this red onto red. This is young Duncan McFadden from Perth. Local guy, knows the ice well. So he's looking to hit one red onto the other and take both of them out. He's a little bit wide. And that's worked well. Good result.
Good.
Yeah, got the red stones moving. That yellow in behind that centre guard really is Ross White's saviour at the moment.
Yeah, and I mentioned Duncan playing out at Perth. We're delighted to be back here in Perth with the Mercure Perth Masters. I'd like to thank the Mercure Perth City Mills, Perth and Kinross Council and Live Active Leisure, Perth Honda, Ironside Coaches, the World Curling Tour and WCF, because without all of these helping support the competition, this wouldn't be able to take place.
Yeah, over the years, some of them sponsors have been here for a number of years. I certainly remember them back when I was playing. And it's without those sponsors, the event can't go on.
Make contact!
Okay, so 2 reds lying side by side, and Ross saying drive yellow guard back onto the yellow in the middle of the 8 foot there, and if he hits it just off nose, he could ping both these reds out of the house and lie 3 yellows in the house.
Yes!
Yes, no is normally a good sign at curling. Left 1.
And what he has done is he's rolled a corner guard now for Bruce Mowat.
Yeah, ideally he wanted to hit that in the nose, Kenny, didn't he, to leave a centre guard up and leave a yellow in behind it. As you say, he's given corner guard, which is a little bit of advantage to Mowat. He's got last stone here. Let's see what he does. Decision making really got to be made quite quickly now, Kenny, with these time clocks. They're all done on thinking time now. So the teams, if you're looking at the scoreboard at the far end behind the skips who are directing the traffic here, You can see time clocks, and that gives each of the teams a limited amount of time to play the game, so they've got to make decisions quickly, and sometimes can impact on the game laterally, so you don't want to use too much time up early in the game and end up rushing later on.
Yeah, well, that rush shot from Grant Hardy just left that yellow in play on the edge of the forefoot behind the corner guard.
Yeah, not a great result there. So, yeah, obviously Team White's going to remove this red rock, and he's just deciding which way he wants to roll. Does he want to roll into the open, or does he want to roll in behind the corner guard? I think he's slightly fearful if he rolls in behind the guard. It gives Mowat something to Team Mowat to draw to. Let's listen and see what they're saying.
They're always going to run a yellow in, and then they're still not getting their second counter.
Do we just try and make that?
Yeah.
And make it a tough one?
We don't want to leave him on the chest, right?
Nose isn't a disaster here, but yeah.
Throw barrier and just try and make a wee separation?
Yeah.
Nose isn't horrendous, no.
Cool.
So what they are looking to do is try and come down, hit round 3/4 of this red on the right hand side and bounce the other yellow in behind the corner, further in behind.
Just thinking, just try
I
and
think
bump
they've probably overcomplicating the shot. Maybe just the nose hit would be the call here, Pete.
Yeah, nose hit wouldn't leave too much for Team Mowat. He would likely have to take a double. He's trying to give the opposition as hard a shot as possible. So I think he's looking at 3/4 just off nose, and leave these two yellows staggered, not side by side, but one slightly behind the other one. So he's throwing down weight, barrier weight here. Let the sweepers control this.
Oh! Good.
Hi, Jane.
So sweeping to make it swing, Kenny. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so polishing the left hand side of the stone to try and create a clear path and drag the stone
I like that.
into the red.
Probably going to have to draw
They've
here.
left a relatively easy double on the yellows.
Yeah, I was talking about the sweeping there to get it to swing. This is really something quite new in the game, this directional sweeping it's called, where you'll quite a lot of the time only see one of the sweepers taking part when there's called upon to sweep. And the sweepers will be called upon by the third of the skip to either make the stone swing or to make it stay straight. I think just the last 2 or 3 years it's been recognised by all of the teams now
Everyone's the same as yesterday.
there's a big benefit from only having the heat going into a certain area of the stone to make it either, when I say into the stone, it's actually into the ice, and where the stone's running, to either make the stone swing or stay straight.
Weight's good. Touch heavy. Yep. Touch heavy. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Touch heavy.
So at the moment Hammy is sweeping from the right hand side, he's trying to get the stone to stay straight, and now the other sweeper's coming in, he wants it to make it curl.
Good try.
Yeah, pretty good shot there. It's wide open, so Fancy Ross hitting this and rolling in behind and forcing Team Mowat to draw the forefoot. Could be against 4 here, so maybe a little bit of pressure on Bruce's last shot, but I've seen him doing that many a time over the last couple of years. Drawing the forefoot against multiples doesn't seem to faze him much, Kenny.
No, a very cool, calm customer, Bruce Mowat.
He knows it jams right back.
Played many shots to win titles over the years, and I don't really think there's any shot in the book that he couldn't play to pick up a world or
as long as that one goes, you
a
black
title
the force.
on the tour.
So you can just throw peel and just try and catch off this and just go.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I don't mind throwing peel just like that.
Just
A
make
little
sure
bit
you're
defensive
inside
here,
it.
thinking throw
Hair
peel.
high.
Yeah.
The thinking behind this, I think, is if it doesn't curl, they'll spring the red off the side of the yellow.
Thinking just a hair high, spin it off.
Still would be a good force if they could hit and stay.
Well, I'm thinking if we just go just inside and stuff at the back, he's got a pretty simple double for 2.
If you're anywhere inside it, peel, you get
So
rid of it
he's
though.
thinking actually if I play down
We're
with
throwing
it,
peel,
hit
we're
that
throwing
red,
peel.
you can see
So
onto the yellow that's actually behind James Craig
don't mind
there,
inside,
and
I think
lock
inside
it,
almost
he
easier.
might leave a shot for 2, so he's throwing up weight to make sure he doesn't leave this red in the house.
Go centre stone, we'll go inside. Yeah.
So not anticipating a lot of draw here. on this good ice conditions here in Perth. As soon as there's up weight, the stone will not swing nearly as much as the down weight draws.
Shit.
Uh,
That works.
Well, does manage to squeeze it out the side door at the back.
yeah.
And that's going to force Bruce Mowat to draw for the single. Needs a piece of the forefoot against 3. Should have an idea of what the draw weight is like. They have played the draw the shot challenge, so they will have a split time that they can call to their skip.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of having this draw shot challenge. It does give you the opportunity to see what the ice conditions are like, and as you said, this is really just the same draw that Hammy threw to get last stone advantage. So let's see how the sweepers react on this. They're on it early, thinking he's a bit light.
Line's good.
Easy. Line's perfect. T-line.
So two good sweepers, Kenny. How far do you think a draw weight they can take this rock on the ice conditions here?
Well, back in your day, I would have said maybe you guys could have taken it up to 8 to 10 feet, do you think?
Yeah, I think with the old hair brooms that was probably the sort of limit, but I think with these new synthetic ones, if you get on them early, you can keep the stones going. It is quite amazing how far they can take it. 12, 14 feet, so it gives a bigger target for the person throwing the last rock, but take nothing away from Team Mowat there. Well thrown rock, well judged, sweepers, good communication, and he's pinned his one up at the board at the first end.
Total score as well.
Huh?
So they get a minute between ends. You can see the clock behind Bobby Lammy's shoulder there counting down, so once that hits 0, Hammy can then throw his rock.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how
Nice.
Team Mowat defend not having
Don't let it go.
last stone,
Tight.
and how do
Really tight.
Team White attack and go out to try and score
Really
their multiple points.
Arrow should be okay.
It's pretty close.
It's all yours, Bobby.
Waist nice. Just past
So
the
they're
ball.
looking for a tight guard here, similar to the one that Team White threw at the first end.
Nice, Amy.
Yeah, they're staying nice, so that's exactly where they wanted it. So I think we'll see a few rocks in play early on again this end, Kenny.
Yeah, similar setup to the first end, but it's Ross White with the last stone advantage.
Okay. Duncan right now. Really high.
Yeah, Ewan Kyle from Stronari have been asked
Really
to throw up
high,
a corner
careful.
guard. So they don't
you
want
go, Duncan,
to
go.
be sucked into the middle, having last stone. They want to
Yeah,
throw
go
up
like
corner
you can.
guards and try and keep the game
Step
away from
hard.
the middle of the
Hard,
rink
Dunk.
and leave it
Hard.
open for his last stone if they get into trouble. So that's the
Thank you.
theory behind throwing a corner guard here.
See, we get it kind of close.
Yeah. You don't need much more.
Quite a lot of curl on the ice. You can see the ice that Bruce Mowat is giving young Hammy.
Yeah, I think a lot of credit needs to go to
Waist
Paul
good, line
Martin
on
and his
the
team
start.
here at Perth for
T-line.
preparing the ice.
T-line.
Go then,
The
go then,
players
go
love
then.
playing here. The ice
Load the
conditions
room.
are great,
T-line.
as are the stones.
Right back.
If you can get 4 or 5 feet swinging on the rocks, it means that really they can play any shot they want to on this ice.
Yeah.
Here you go. Hard, Bruce. Hard, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one drifting to the back of the forefoot, a little bit heavier than they would have liked,
Yeah, I like that.
with that being the back of the forefoot rather than the top. This allows Ross White to utilise that corner guard that he's thrown and swing one round in and behind
What
it.
did it slide at? 44. Really quick in here.
You're quite positive on it though.
So lots of comments to the lead here, telling him the weight, building up his confidence, so that he knows what he's trying to do with this rock.
Wait, close.
What weight he wants to throw.
Line
Close,
only.
yep.
6, 7, line only.
Hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ewan Kyle,
Whoa.
left-hander
Yep.
actually, does make
Six,
a little
seven,
bit of a difference. You'll
seven.
see the
Whoa.
2 hacks
7,
That
8.
looks flying.
We're really
that
big.
the
Whoa,
players slide
boys.
out from. He slides out from a different hack as opposed to the rest of his team.
It needs to.
So Stone does take a little bit of a different line.
Okay,
Yeah, just coming out slightly different angle, isn't it, Kenny? From depending on if you slide off the right hand hack or the left hand. But nice shot, a little bit deep. So
Yes.
team out. They're going to follow this one in here. They're going to try and tap it out. Looks like he's just going to follow it. Put another red on top of his own red, or just
Wait,
in
stay
front
up.
of it.
Line's good. Got 4. Room. Room.
Yeah, that yellow at the back of the 8 foot doesn't really cause them too
Brad,
much of a
line's
problem.
good. Brad. Line's good. Still hanging a bit. Hard, Grant. Hard.
Here, the
Affiliate. Hard.
communication between the skip and the sweepers.
Nice.
Yeah, they're happy with that, because what he wanted to do there is make sure that red out counted the back yellow that we can see on the left there. So red now lying 2 and putting some pressure on Team White. So they've decided, right, too many reds in play here, we're going to get rid of the guard and try and take one of the reds in the house with it at the same time.
Yeah, they do need to be a little bit careful though.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't want to spring one of them reds onto
Hard.
one of the back yellows.
Roll.
Miss it.
Just missed the back yellow.
Yeah, that worked well for him.
Same weight, half round. So,
So he's also at the same time guarded this yellow and made it more difficult for Bruce and his team to get at it. So they've nominated a draw round. He's looking top 8 foot here, out counting the back one to lie 2.
like this floor, pal.
Hit more.
I think you'll be okay. Room.
It's a fancy design he's got on his
T-line.
elbow there. Guessing he's been to see the
T.
physio before the game.
Lots of room.
At least T.
Yeah, as you said before,
Gonna have to try and bury a
We're level with that one.
Even just
Team
past
Mowat
it.
Keep it
fully
higher.
funded,
No, we're not.
so they get all the support they need to perform at the top level, whether that be physios, sports psychologists, dietitians, you name it, they get access to all that support.
You just go round.
Yeah, so
Why
we
do you
mentioned
go?
the number of games they've played already this season, but it's not just the games they play, it's all the gym work. There's, I believe these guys will be in the gym pretty much every day of the week back in Stirling when they're at home if they're not competing, doing strength and conditioning, making sure they're going to be fit. The sweeping is becoming for me a bigger part of the game with this direction sweeping, so if you can have 2 good sweepers in your team, I think it makes a massive difference. So having them fit
Hard.
and not just throwing stones well, but able to judge and sweep the stones, becoming even more critical in this
Hard.
modern
Sure
day
we are.
career.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Make sure we're sitting down.
Nice shot there. He wanted to move that red back so that his yellow behind the guard was out counting it, which he's managed to do.
Hey, Jim. Just quick at the hack, yeah?
Came out absolutely flying. Tried to drop my knee, but it wasn't.
So this is Grant Hardy, third player on
Maybe a touch heavy.
Team Mowat. He himself a very accomplished skip, but electing to play down the rink.
You got to do this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, Bob. Hard, Bob. Whoa. Yeah.
Sneaks past the top yellow, pushes the yellow through, tucks in behind the guard.
Yeah, good result there. And
That way.
Grant, 26, as you say,
Top of the red
he's
and
the
white. Aye.
old and inverted commas guy with
Can you
this
make
team.
that bump and roll away
Hammy
right
at
to the
Leeds,
left?
24, Bruce, who skips,
You do
is
that,
24,
that'll
and
be
Bobby
beating that
Lammy's the
one.
youngster in this team, he's just
Right,
turned
okay.
21. Hammy at lead and Grant playing third, they're actually cousins,
Try
so
and bump that in the
they
nose.
know each other very well. They've curled together previously. Both playing out of... Are they both out of Stranraer, Kenny?
Yeah, they're both out of Stranraer. young Hammy,
There you go, James, go.
he's actually based in Glasgow now.
Oh, line's fine.
4,
5.
Line's good.
Whoa.
6. Room. James. 7.
Oh, you in. Whoa.
6, 7.
Whoa. Whoa, James.
James.
Hard, James.
Hard.
We're good. We're
We're
good.
shouting for
Hard.
James here, so this one he's sweeping.
Whoa,
As
whoa.
you can see, he's
Whoa.
trying to get it to curl, so try and get the heat
Nice
into
down.
the
Yeah, good screenshot.
right hand side of that stone as it's coming down nice to make it curl more, and looks pretty good result there.
Yeah, really good shot. Freezing that red on the tee line. Create some nice angles.
Hair down.
Whoa.
Way only.
Gotta go, wait.
Way only.
Whoa. T-line. T.
Whoa. Back 4.
So really good communication here. You can hear numbers. They're talking T back
Wait,
four,
off it.
giving their skip an indication of where they think the stone will land weight-wise, so you can then judge the line. Oh, that's probably not what he's after there. Is it bounced off that? Maybe a little bit heavy.
I just thought you had to go for weight.
Well, I don't think there's a triple there on the reds. Might be able to take it across the top, but your own yellow would probably spin out the top of the house.
Or he could go really aggressive and just draw another yellow in on top of his own one
You hit and roll.
and leave that red exposed and see what you're going to do. So a couple of options here.
Yeah.
Hit this red
That's
as you
just below
suggested,
it.
Kenny, or come up and freeze one in the pocket.
Just well
See
done,
how-
get anything.
See what they're saying and see how aggressive they want to be at the second end here.
Oh.
Just well done, get anything. The same shot.
Not sure what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or
I
just
think I
bump.
would fancy the draw here.
Okay.
Put another yellow in,
Back 8.
because it'd be very difficult for Mouton's team to remove it, but he's decided to actually shouted back 8, so that means it's a little
Like a
bit weight
hairline.
unless he wants to tap that red one back and lie 2 yellows side by side.
Rinse up.
Back line.
Back line. Oh.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Back line. Dead hard.
James.
Dead hard. Hard, James.
Hard.
Go on and move it.
Hard, James. You're moving it.
So we've
Hard.
been trying to get this one to
Hard,
curl.
James. Hard. Nice shot. Good sweep.
Well, leaves themselves sitting one, but controlling the top of that 4 foot.
Yeah, yellows are in the best position here. 3 or 4 reds behind the tee.
Try and get it.
When you haven't got last stones, really not where you want them. They're going to act as backing for these yellows and make it difficult for
Try and get this.
Grant and his team to remove them. So they're just looking at angles here. Can they hit
These two at least.
yellow onto yellow
to move this
and
one
spin it across the face of the reds, or is it going to lock on one of them?
Back ring.
Decide on a down weight shot to move the yellow back and lie in front. Because I think he felt if he hit the yellow right hand side as we look at it onto the other one, it'd be very difficult to spin it across the face, and if he got it wrong, he leaves them a shot to possibly lie 3. So playing percentages here, wants to leave a red in front of the tee and make it difficult for then Team White to remove his rock.
Can definitely hold it. Oh, aye. Weight's the same here, so. Yeah. It was a few feet in your last.
Hack weight, I think, being called here, Kenny.
Weight's
Yeah, I
nice.
think that's what the call was.
Back 4.
Bump the
Yep.
yellow through and
Back 4.
hold the shooting stone
Back
in on
eight.
top of the yellow.
Whoa. Weight's good.
Whoa!
Weight's good.
Clean, yep! Whoa!
Weight's perfect.
Whoa! Whoa! Still hammy! Whoa! Whoa! Hammy!
Sorry, they couldn't decide who they wanted to sweep there, but
Nice, Bruce.
obviously that was a
Nice,
sign
Bruce.
that the shot was pretty good and played as he wanted it to.
Nice shot.
Lift all 3 reds.
Well, can they see enough of that top red in behind the guard?
Did that
Don't
work?
think they can.
And they've only got half of that, so they'll probably rip it off.
mind that call. Will he have a double back?
Lots of discussion with this one.
Yeah, just looking at this back yellow on the right hand side
You're
here,
gonna touch four,
that
go off that.
they're tapping. If they can hit that really thin, spin off that red back onto another red, and actually even back up the way onto this yellow, so they could move multiple reds here.
Then we've got that probably.
The one that Bruce has just thrown is going to be the one that's most difficult to move.
Whatever you like.
Where's 4 going to? Because I don't think you can't make that straight flat into there. You're going to touch 4.
See that? I think it's close. I think you might just graze it and roll.
I don't think it's going far.
Eh?
I don't think it's going far.
I don't think it's going to go too far.
I don't mind that. If we can get here, then it just leaves him this bump and then we've got a kind of a tough one.
Let's make a decision.
If we can make that, that's always stuffing onto here. We're going to keep
Right.
at least one.
Let's make that then.
Here.
Yeah, in turn.
Just a fraction high.
Yeah, so the decision's been made. What they're going to try and do
3/4.
is come down and catch around
3/4.
maybe, oh, there they say it, 3/4 off the yellow back of the grey forefoot area, roll across into the pocket between the two reds on the left-hand side of the centre line,
We just need to
and
roll
try
right
and
in
set
front
2
of him.
shots.
Yeah, I think that's a call, and there's a bit of margin for error on this one, Kenny, because if he hits this yellow too thin, I think he can hit yellow, red, and actually hit the second, and possibly remove 2 of them.
Hard.
So he's sounding like he's a little bit tight at the moment, so let's see what happens.
Whoa, whoa.
Keep going. Whoa. That's good.
Yeah, nice
Shot,
shot.
Ross.
Nice shot.
Yeah, really nice shot from Ross White.
5 going around.
Shot.
So now a big problem for Team Hardy.
Over here.
Sorry, Team Mout. What are they going to do here? Line 2 against. Doesn't really want to lose 2 at the second end,
Yeah.
but
You bump it here. A foot. Not bad.
a bit concerned that if he gets his last shot wrong, he could lose more than 2. So that was a really nice shot.
Freeze eyes, probably.
They put a lot of
goes for
pressure
2,
on Team Mout.
Maybe 3.
Skinny's not the worst shout.
Alright, through the gap.
No.
Yeah, just looking at the back yellow here, saying skinny. So if I hit this really thin, the yellow that's behind the 2 that are locked together, and put it through between the 2 reds at
It's
the
hard
back, you'd
to
leave
cover like
a draw for
draw
2,
and
and that would be a bit of damage limitation.
Yeah, or I can come off this.
Then you just have to come right here then. If I leave you here, there's
A bit undecided whether they're going
Don't
to
hate
hit or
Skinny.
draw.
In the worst case, you do this and leave him the draw for 3.
okay. Do you think it goes through the hole?
Yeah, even if you're off the back of this, but then you might leave the half stone and this just stuffs.
I don't think you're ever really worried about that stone if you're playing the skinny.
Yeah, I think it's gonna.
Right, that stone's going nowhere.
I think you're just hitting that like
An inch.
an 8.
It's almost better if you clear all of these as well, because then
Oh,
it gives them an advantage.
I'm just worried we can somehow leave on this pick for 3 or 4.
Probably could.
If I'm thick on this, maybe.
This is never going to be able to go, so you're pretty safe doing it.
I think so, yeah.
3 at most.
So it looks like they're
Again,
going to
even if you're
decide
there
on the
perfect,
hit
you
here.
just got
They
a
talk
nose.
the skinny
know,
one,
this
so the
6 here
back of the
perfect,
2 yellows that are locked.
Yeah.
Knock it through
Anyway, high
either
is all
between
right
the
though,
2
we're getting
reds,
two,
or
two.
I don't think he's going to mind if he
basically
takes
trying
his
to make
back
that
red
double,
that's
eh?
right behind it, because he's then taking
Yeah.
away the backing and a potential
Even
draw
less
for 2
than an inch if we
for
can.
Ross White.
Yeah, that red stone that's in the top of the 4-foot grey scoring area is the real saver for
Okay, Bruce.
Bruce
so
Mowat.
Francis is going to be an up weight, peel weight, hit as thin as I can, and actually the yellow that's just to the right of the brush here, if he takes that at the same time, it's probably a bit of an advantage as well.
Lots of weight and rotation in this one. This one's running rather straight. And
Okay.
well, has he got lucky? I don't think he has.
No, I think yellow still lies 2, so that wasn't a clever shot, and he's also got backing, so he's got a free draw for 3 with backing here, Kenny. This could
Good noser.
A big momentum swing here for Ross White and his team if he makes this one. It's just a bit wide on that one.
Yeah, it's wide with a lot of rotation, so the stones tend to run a lot straighter when you put a large rotation on them, and that's maybe what was the difference in that shot. Just didn't pick any curl at all.
We got back if we need it.
Do you want to take a hair on this ice?
Let us know.
Weight's nice
I
down
think
here.
we just take the same ice. And we can
Looks
curl
like
if
it's
we
a
need to.
free draw for
Because if we take too long,
3 shots in this second end for Ross White.
Okay. Get in the button, T-line.
Some backing at the back of the forefoot as well.
Yeah, you fancy making this. It's the line they do the draw shot challenge on. So they know the weight, they know the line,
Line's
and he's
okay.
got backing.
Line's fine.
Dunk if you
Maybe
need
a hair
it.
high.
We don't
Dunk
need
if
it.
you
We
need
need
it.
the
Dunk
back.
if
We
you
need
need
the
it.
back one. We need
Dunk.
the back one.
Dunk.
Well, certainly got enough weight on this one, Pete.
Trying to make it swing now.
Hard dunk. Hard. Lucky Ross.
Well, missed opportunity from Ross White. Can't afford to make them mistakes.
No,
Just
that's
having a close look at this one.
great opportunity to pin a 3 up there at the second end. I think it's a 2.
I shouted.
Yeah, a little bit careless, just heavy and wide, a bad combination. So actually, although the stone was heavy, they were sweeping it to try and make it swing.
That was the objective that end though.
So as we are, it's 2-1 after 2 ends here in Perth. Team White taking the 2. So last stone advantage goes back to Team Mount in the third end.
Let them get full.
Yeah.
Force mistakes instead of waiting for them.
Straight there.
It was a lot of ice considering how straight it was.
4 inches.
Yep. My 2 draws really hardly moved at all. Yeah, they were all straight.
So just about to get the third end underway. Just a reminder, you're watching live coverage from the 2019 Mercure City of Perth Masters. Coming to you live from the Gear Centre in Perth, Scotland.
Whoa,
You're
James.
listening to
I think
Pete
that's
Smith
fair.
and myself, Kenny Edwards,
Line's
for this
nice.
matchup between
James,
Mowat
it's
and
coming.
White. It's White with the lead 2-1
Whoa.
after 2 ends.
That's too
Nailed me.
short.
Get my
And-
brush.
No, Duncan, not you.
Ross White's final stone in the second,
brush,
Pete,
boys.
was
Line's perfect.
it was a sore miss,
Whoa.
wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the opportunity to take a 3 off of Bruce Mount, he'd love to be able to pin a 3 up on the board and go 2 up. Gives you the ability to be a bit more aggressive when you're 2 up, take 1 or 2 more risks. But anyway, he'll be happy enough. He didn't have the hammer. He's 2-1 up after 2 ends. He's thrown a guard
It's
up,
nice.
so already in the first 2
Top
ends we've
eight.
seen lots of stones in play, and I think that's going to be
Line's good.
how this game will continue. These
Waist
teams
nice.
both like
Line's nice.
attacking
Top
and
eight.
aggressive
Whoa.
in the way they play.
Wait only.
So I think we're
Top four.
going to look forward to a very interesting
Good.
game with lots of stones in play here, Kenny.
So yeah, as we stated at the start of the game, Pete, Bruce Mowat has a different way of going after his multiple score. He comes around a centre guard, whereas Ross White throws a corner guard if the opposing team through the centre. So just 2 different ways of going about trying to construct a big score.
I can go
6. Whoa, whoa,
Oh, 6 is good.
whoa.
Oh, line's good.
Whoa.
Yeah, these guys will have sat down over the past number of months and reviewed how they've performed in games by throwing
Line's
corner
perfect.
guard. Is
Get
that
on
the way
it.
that we've managed to achieve a
Hard dog,
multiple
he's
score,
moving.
or is it
Hard
by
dog.
coming around the centre guard? So
Get it right on it,
we have
boys.
analysts who look at all our games, video them. They'll sit down and analyse it all and decide actually the best way of scoring a multiple with last stone for us is actually coming around the centre guard. So it's not by chance they're doing that. It's due to the analysis and work that they've done. And he obviously favours the option of coming round. You do see a number of times teams actually throw a corner guard and
Hair higher
very
line.
rarely gets used.
Top
It
8.
is a dangerous tactic actually coming round if you've
Where's
got
there?
last stone.
Where? Wee bump. No,
but
never.
these guys
Just a wee
feel
bump.
they're good
Never.
enough
Waist
to
good,
do it.
waist good. No, Bobby.
And they're
Only
prepared
Bobby.
to take them
Only
on
Bobby.
and come round these centre guards to look
Both
at getting
if
a
you need.
multiple score.
Line's getting really good. Hard, guys. That's good there.
Yeah, so we're looking for that red stone right in on top of the yellow. They have left a bit of separation.
Yeah, ideally I think you're right, he was looking to get that one up maybe another couple of feet to nestle in the yellow. So straight away Team White say, okay, we could get an opportunity to throw an out-turn draw around here and freeze the red that's currently sitting on the forefoot.
Line's really good. Line's nice.
8-9.
Close then.
Didn't feel that heavy.
Cleat, well.
Line only.
You in.
So young James here, his father and his grandfather, very keen
Whoa.
curlers, playing at the Forfar. In fact, his grandfather's the current outdoor world champion, having won the Grand Match back in 1979, I think it was, in Lake Menteith.
Yeah, 79 was the last year of the Grand Match. Yeah.
Were you there, Kenny?
I wasn't born, Pete, so I'm sure you will, though.
No, unfortunately I didn't make it. I certainly was,
Line's
I
good.
think it was
Room.
secondary school in Perth.
We
My
only.
father said that I was too young to go.
Line's nice.
I think that was
We
good for
only.
he was looking to enjoy himself.
Mr.
and,
Carl.
that's
Hammy.
as you say, the last one that's
Mr.
been
Carl.
played.
No, he's
I'm
good.
not sure we'll
Hard,
ever see
Harry.
another one.
Really
Anyway,
good,
back
Carl.
here. Team
Hard,
out trying to
guys.
throw a red in on top here.
Get it going.
Get an angle on the inside of that yellow if they can. Oh, that's a good result. So by putting that red in front of the yellow, it's taking the angle off, so they can now come up and hit the red onto the yellow, and it misses their back one. So that's exactly where they wanted that. A well played shot.
Yeah, the stone placement from
Nose.
these teams that play the tour regularly now is so good. They put stones within, they're just about millimetre perfect.
Bill.
Okay, so Team White seeing a riskier threat, so time to start moving stones. So the nice yellow back in to remove one of the reds. Seem to be okay with that. I'm not sure it's exactly what he wanted because he's still
Even if you're on the top one, you know.
left the guard up. So I think Bruce will try and get another red on top of that one and put even more
that
pressure
ALS?
on Ross and his team.
Same weight. Yep. Same
Wait, buddy.
Yeah, even this early in the end, Bruce Mowat is in a very strong position.
Here less,
Hair tight.
Room.
Wait only. Line's good now.
Weight's
Line's
good.
great.
Last time.
Hard line.
Gotta go weight.
Line's good. Hard line.
Sweeping this for line and weight. Can they get it past that yellow?
Top one. Get a bite. Hard.
Well, having to go really hard for a bite of the 12 foot.
Bob.
Shot.
Yeah, Bobby a bit light there, but I think it's probably option B. He's come up, he's left a nice angle on that red onto the yellow. It's not exactly as he wanted, but it's still a good shot. So Ross is now going defensive, and rather than taking guard off, he's going to throw another one up and say, right, how are you going to get your two out of this? Because if I throw a guard up, you're going to have difficulty getting in to remove my yellow shot. Currently lying second place in the forefoot.
Weight's nice, too.
Line brush. Line's nice. Oh, hair high.
2-3.
You in. Where?
2-3.
Hard you in. Hard.
So the numbers these guys are shouting
Get as far as
2-3
you can. You need
means
to go.
it's an area on
Hard.
ice where they
Keep going, keep going,
it's
keep
going to
going.
land between the hog and the house, and the higher the number, the closer to the house. And then I think once we start getting to 5, it's front ring, 6 is 8
What
foot
have you got
7,
there?
and 8 you're looking at T-line plus. So
3/4.
it's an indication from the sweepers to the skip where the stone is weight-wise, so he can then judge the line. But not
Close
not
the
all
nose
the teams
as
use
possible.
it. Something that's probably in the last 4 or 5 years
Try
coming
and
to the
stuff
game.
that here.
Communications
Like
are
3/4.
rather than shouting it's just short of the house or it's halfway between the house and the hog. They use a number system.
Barrier for
Barrier and try and roll it wide.
barrier and roll it long.
Okay.
Even if you roll it out, it's not the end of the world.
And we're
You
looking
can't
to
hit
see if
half
there's
stone,
a
it just comes back here.
gap between the staggered yellow
I
guards.
prefer that.
Okay, hack then.
Looking to play hack weight,
is it
come
not that
down
big
to
a
the
gap?
port,
There's that.
push
There's
the
a
red
bit
onto
bigger
the
gap
yellow.
than we think.
Okay, 3/4 then.
Yeah, and Bruce just saying he didn't want too much weight in this, because if he catches this red too wide, it'll hit the yellow back onto his own red, so he wants to throw a hack and let it draw. As it comes through between these two
Heavy!
stone short of the house here to hit ideally half, 2/3 of this red and lock it on the yellow.
Yeah! Whoa! Wait's good! Whoa! Stay close to that.
Well, past the guard, pushes onto the yellow,
Nice
sneaks
shot.
past the back red. Really nice shot from
Nice
Grant
shot.
Hardy.
He's got to
Real
be happy
nice.
with that one. He's now got 4 reds in the house and 1 yellow, so a bit of pressure on Team White here.
Nice
What we're
shot.
going to do, I think he's in a bit of danger, because if they can remove that yellow rock here, there's going to be a big multiple score, so he's going to look at possibly try and get another one in here to freeze up and do a bit of damage limitation.
You run the corner in the nose.
That didn't help us though. You ever like you freeze in there? Yeah.
Not really.
That's fine then.
Yeah, so Pete, Ross White
Right,
not
who's
in a
the
good
first
spot.
then?
Ross,
What really
can we pick
are
it
his options?
clean or-
Right, well, you heard the front end
some.
shouting we could play an intern draw, so looking at it as we are, the
think it
the
might
redstone
try.
that's at the back on the button,
Well, can you get that
they're
yellow
thinking
up
about
there,
throwing
red
a
on
yellow
the
down
back?
on top of that, but Ross is not thinking that's a great idea, because if we're a bit heavy and bounce
You
off,
need to get, you need to
suddenly
get
there's
rid of
5
some.
reds now and 1 yellow, so he's looking at damage limitation here and trying to hit this red where his brush is back into the red that's just on top of the yellow and spin both the reds out of the house. Danger with this, Kenny, if he gets the angles wrong, he could take his own yellow out of the house and leave 3 reds in here.
Bill.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Hard.
Well, you said it, Pete.
Intern lock it. On the one top button.
Yeah, seen that shot before somewhere, Kenny, banked in the memory.
Well, I think you've probably played it, Pete, that's why.
That's nice.
That's good. That's what I want.
So now, straight away, we're lying 3. Team Mount's lying 3 and drawn to lie 4. So I think Ross and his team in a bit of a hole here. They'll have to go really aggressive in the last 2 shots. I don't think they'll start continue trying to remove the reds. They're going to have to try and draw one in here at some point. But let's see where
Top
this
4, line 3.
shot from Grant ends up.
Sure. Hard.
Yeah. Mowat with one on the button. They get another one right in on top of it.
Hard. Get like hard.
Yeah, the idea is here is also to block the draw into the back red. That he's a bit short, but it was a dual purpose shot. He wanted it front ring, maybe another foot further up, to take the draw off the freeze on that one on the 4 foot.
Getting me 20 fans. He's dropping the shit out of him.
There's no chance that stone can be slow.
Have you ever attempted to play the intern draw now, Pete?
If you make it, it's great. If you don't, it's disaster. It just depends on his confidence. He was a bit heavy with his draw at the last end, so that maybe in the back of his mind here that hasn't got his 100% nailed on draw weight, so he's maybe looking at taking this yellow guard and
As long
running
as we
some
lift
of
one
the
of these.
reds out.
high.
But he doesn't get the angle right here. He leaves a split for the opposition to lie 5. So difficult shot. He's trying to run this yellow that's right in the middle back onto the red
We try
that's
and make the run double,
in
then
the
we just hit
white
the back one.
just next to the brush, and take the one in the at his feet out at the same time. So drive yellow back on, take 2 reds out and spin the yellow behind the guard as the ultimate shot.
Bill.
And Ross White
Whoa! Yep! There! Hard! Whoa!
very close to this. Hits 1, hits 2.
Still okay, Ross.
Very close to making it.
Yeah, nice shot there. Margin for error very small. He was aiming at probably about an inch of where he could hit that rock. So really good shot.
He's got
Was lying
an
3
inch of
against, now
range
only
on
lying
edge.
1, and he's, as I said, he's got that yellow behind cover. So
I think you're
Team Mowat can't remove it, so they're now looking at putting one in here and possibly only scoring 2, where before Ross threw his shot, I'm guessing in the back of their minds they're looking at possibly 3 or 4 at this end, so that was a really good shot there. I think if I was marking that, it was certainly 4 out of 5, maybe even 5 out of... Sorry, 4 out of 5, possibly 5 out of 5 for that one.
Yeah, I think you're about there, because I thought I was a little soft on that. So.
What do we need? Touch the 8 foot at least?
Oh yeah, touch the 8 foot. Half and the 4 foot's great.
Cool. Is that enough ice?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you hear
For my drawing the last
Bruce
time.
Mowat just asking his sweepers where do they need to be,
Yeah.
what time do they need to play. Everyone in the team is very clear on where the stone is supposed to end up.
Yeah, I think he's looking to half cover his red so that Ross can't come down and hit the red and roll in behind cover.
Nice. Tommy only!
Tommy
early if you can!
Then hope that Ross goes to try and take one out, because he's still got this red that's just short of the rings, Kenny, that he could use later with his next shot to hit onto the yellow in the house and remove it. But
Keep going, Annie, keep going, keep going!
is it past? Well swept.
What a sweep by a young Harry McMillan to get that one past.
Okay, Bruce.
Okay, buddy.
Well, looks pretty good. It's not ideally where he wanted. He probably wanted a foot further forward and probably
Nice
6
sweep,
inches
Bruce.
to
Just
the
had to
right,
sweep
but still a good shot.
Yeah, we're just playing that. How much you got?
You haven't got all of it.
Like, edge on edge.
But even if we nose, we get 4, we only lose 2.
I think nosing is good.
I'd make one go away, lose
Edge on edge.
and then have hammer and 4 as
So
well.
they're saying here actually we don't mind losing 2 because a couple of minutes ago they were probably looking at 3 or 4, so move this red out, lie where it is just in front of it and give
Just try and check a wee
Team
bit,
Out
but I
actually
mean, as
quite a
long as
difficult
the kill
shot to get
one's
2. If he hits this yellow in the nose, it'll be... I'm not sure how you get your second one in there, Kenny.
Just stay close to both of
Yeah, could just come down at a quiet weight, maybe just bump the yellow through.
Yeah, let's see with angles once it's finished. There is an out-turn draw there to the edge of the 4 foot, but a rather difficult line in. So aim here, hit one red out, leave yellow line second and third, and leave the opposition opportunity to get a 2.
Oh, great shot by Ross White. Wow.
Okay, so he's looking at tap
I
up.
think he used to throw the hole.
That was my thought.
That's a very difficult hole on the out turn.
We ain't got there.
Yeah, he's got 1 or 2 options here. He can tap that red
I
one
think
up.
just
Bobby
here's your
Lammy's
shot.
come down and said, well, the other shot here is we could hit that red onto the yellow and back onto the other yellow, so you could... I just got past the guard, no more.
But that's
No more. That was
there
well
if you
sweat,
want
well
it.
judged. So he's looking at the red that's just short here as a possibility of
third
hitting it
choice,
onto the yellow on the right and back onto the other one, which a bit of a circus shot. There's easier ways to get a 2 here.
Get enough weight.
Well, no, I think you're just a third into half of here, but
And that's what he's looking at here.
I think the draw's quite nice. Yeah,
Whether we play the draw or tap.
yeah.
Doesn't look like there's a hole there to get one in through these all these yellows, but with a swing on the ice here and the ability these guys have got to sweep, yeah, this shot is here, so he's trying to draw right up to the nose of his own red one to get a 2.
Straight through the hole, we're probably getting to.
Yeah, don't expect to see a lot of rotation on this. Just hoping it'll slide away off the yellow towards the end.
Yeah, less handle will mean it will drift and swing more at the end, so you're probably right, you'll be looking to a bit of a lazy handle on it. Taking, looking at 3.5, 4 feet swing here.
So that's the final stone of the third end
Waist
for
nice.
Bruce Mowat,
Waist
trying
good.
to
Back
draw
4. Real good
with
weight.
2 shots.
Whoa. Waist good.
Real nice weight, Grant.
Whoa. Waist good.
Whoa, rim. Weight's perfect. Here heavy. Here heavy.
Hard, Tommy. Waist perfect.
Is this one going to make it past the yellow? Just heard
Good
it.
effort, Bruce.
Great effort.
Curls another inch. He's made that shot.
Yeah, you heard them shouting, "Weight's perfect." So, as you say, an inch away from getting 2, but I think that was a big turning, possibly a big turning point in the game there before Ross threw his first shot at that end. Mowat looked favourite to pin up a 3 or a 4 and only got his 1. So 2-2 after 3 ends. Ross now has the hammer, so he's played a good first 3 ends here. He and his team. As we said, Team Mowat ranked 4th in the WCT Order of Merit, and Ross and his team currently ranked 130th. So
I thought you could
performance so far from the young guys.
I thought you could maybe reverse kicked it. I just wanted to get rid of you.
Right, I know, I got that, but I thought like the out was because they didn't really have that easier shot to try and stick everything and
I know.
get rid of that yellow.
I was just thinking if they did, we lost 4 or 5 were really.
Well, we made that freeze, we were sitting real good.
It made the freeze high.
It's quite tough.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Same kind of end. Right.
So back with the action in the 4th end, and you're watching live coverage from the 2019 Mercure City of Perth
Tight.
Masters,
Tight.
coming to you live from the Dewar Centre in Perth, Scotland.
Tight.
Pete
Halfway
Smith and
tight.
Ken Edwards bringing you
pretty tight.
live commentary
Just
of this
past your
matchup
brush.
between Mowat and White,
Real tight.
all tied at 2-2 after 3 ends. Very entertaining game, some great shots by both skips, really keeping things close, Pete.
Yeah, really good game so far. Lots of stones in play. Some really good shot making. We saw a couple of really good shots from Ross at the last end there to get his team out of trouble. So back on the same as 2 ends ago. Mowat throws centre. Team White throws corner, so they're looking to score the multiple by throwing a corner guard. We discussed that beginning of the last end. They've obviously analysed their game and decided that actually for us, we prefer throwing corner guards to try and get a 2. So that's what they've done. Mowat's obviously going to now come round this centre guard and try and keep the game in the centre of the house away from that corner guard.
I think so. Never close. Top 8! Line's good. Room. Room. Bobby.
Top 8, top 4.
Yeah, top 4.
It's a bit that caught Ross out a couple of ends ago when he was drawing for his 3. Didn't swing as much, and that one's done the same, I think, isn't it? It's just not drawn as much as they anticipated, so maybe there's a slightly straighter bit of nice down that side, Kenny.
Yeah, could potentially just be the stones also. A couple of stones are maybe a little bit straighter than the others.
Yeah, that could be true. Although they look identical, these stones, they all have running bands in the bottom, and that can mean to some of them swinging a bit more than others. They are the same weight, but some of them do react differently depending on how sharp the running band is.
I'm stopping.
Yes, a slightly different tactic from Ross White in this 4th end.
Yep. Yep.
Things quite wide open.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Oh no. Okay.
Makes the take out, holds the red shooter in that 12-foot circle scoring area.
Brings that yellow corner guard he threw up into play now, because if he comes round the guard and lies behind that, it'll out-count the red at the back. So yeah, that red rock just rolled a bit far there for Team Sweepers backing off on this, I think a little bit heavy.
Sliding past and gave it somehow.
Yeah, someone needs to dig in a bit, Kenny.
Yeah, can't afford to slip right through, and that's exactly what he's done. So first mistake from Team White.
Where's that one?
I don't know. I'm guessing both.
Supposed to. No, I mean one on the
Make
left.
sure at this stage of the
Never
game
played
he's
the double
now
anyway, I suppose.
given advantage back to Mowat, so he can now use his red guard, draw round and possibly lie 2. In turn draw from Bobby.
Room. And your top 8, top 12. I want to go away. Line's good. Better room. Line's good.
A Road final here
Still
from
room.
two
Yeah, we've got
young
room.
Scottish
Run.
teams.
Go on.
Bonus for the winner as they get straight
Hard.
through to the knockout stages into the last 8.
You're gonna have to
Losing
get it
team,
level.
unfortunately for them, will have to go back on and win 2 games if they want to qualify. So, got a bit of motivation to win this game, Kenny.
Worth trying the out turn there.
Yeah, it's always good to get through
Trying the out.
the A Road
Heel.
and take a bit of a rest
Okay.
on the Saturday afternoon. Playing the triple knockout format,
Whoa.
if you drop down into the C Road and bounce along the bottom
Whoa.
there,
Dunk. Whoa.
you really do know you've had a heavy weekend sweeping and playing if you've bounced along the C Road.
Yeah, there's been occasions when if you hit the C Road early, you're right, you can end up on the ice pretty much all weekend.
Well, I think if you have like the weight,
And it can be a really long weekend. But the benefit of having a triple knockout, it does give the teams the opportunity, if they've won 1 or 2 bad games, they're still in the competition. It means they've got to play more games, but they're still alive. It's not a straight
Waist
knockout.
nice.
So you hit the C Road and
Top
then
four.
it becomes sudden death.
Waist all there. T-line. Back 4. Back 8.
No.
Back here. Weight's not awful.
Yeah, it's safe.
Needs the curl as well.
Yep, Bob, take it back.
It's back anyway.
So again, this one
Okay. Fine.
on the right hand side of the sheet, just not curling enough.
Yeah, it's catching them out a little bit, that side of the ice. You might see them change into a different hand now because it just doesn't seem to be drawing quite as much.
4th end right as well.
Top one.
We said the first 3 ends were really high quality. It's dipped a little bit this end, so let's see what young Duncan can do with his in-turn draw.
Yeah. Short. James then. Top one, boys.
Well, saying this
Top
one's
12.
short of the house.
Hard.
Top 8 now.
Hard, get it moving. Hard,
Trying
get
to
it
get this one
second.
to curl,
get it
and
second.
again, it's not really getting in behind the guard.
Okay.
Good sweep by the young front end.
Yeah, but stone's fully open. So here we are. I think Bruce is going to go an out turn and see what the ice is doing
They
here.
could play that then after. No, I'm saying if we come here, they've got that.
If we go deep and they make a double run.
You got nose.
He just knows that.
Yeah, here inside.
Yeah, so he's saying we could put red in behind that yellow, but the fear is if they do that, then Team White can come down and hit the yellow onto the red, you spin across and hit that other red just hanging onto the edge of the house to lie too. He doesn't want that to happen.
Where do you want it?
So they're going to look for a bit of
Where do you want
separation
it?
between the
Fight
Rockies
the
throwing
board,
in that
fix
yellow
that.
to take the angles off for the double here.
And fix the winger,
Then we
probably.
go here. Give him this draw.
Hit and roll wide.
Then they just freeze.
Still got the same draw.
Yeah.
Hit and
Okay.
roll edge of 4.
Lots of discussion here, which shot to play. They're still undecided.
Just 12.
Okay.
I think you're struggling to block a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're into third stones.
Don't mind an inch.
He's decided, I think he's going to move this yellow out.
You can really hold
Push it back through towards the yellow we can see at the back. He won't want to lock it on there because it might leave it touching the house. Ideally knock this yellow through and lie 3 reds in the house.
Heavy hack. Yep. Heavy hack. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Bob.
Whoa.
Yes, Bob. Yep, Bob. Okay.
Pushes it through. Is he going to hang around in the 12 foot? Just rolls out of play.
Just really heavy.
Yeah,
Just really heavy.
and the yellow did hit the back, the one at the back of the house, but it's not in.
I
So
don't know what else we could have done.
red line 2 hasn't changed where we were a couple of stones ago, so another opportunity for Team White to put a yellow in behind that guard on top of the 4 foot.
Weight's better.
Yep.
Line's good.
5.
7.
Yep. Line. 8. 7.
Hard line.
Hard.
Hard.
A little bit of panic now. This one beginning to move.
It's really good. Where?
Go to the back one.
Whoa.
6,
Never
7.
go. Never
Yeah.
go.
7.
Whoa.
That's such a nice rock.
Nice shot.
Yeah, well played. So got the swing that time. Lying shot on top of the button.
Do you want an inch less? Are you okay with that?
Looks like they're going to draw one in on top of it to eliminate the multiple score here, or look to eliminate the multiple score. It's an in-turn draw from Bruce, just trying to follow that one that just came down there and land on top of it.
Nice speed.
Okay. Yeah, nice pace.
It's the same as
Same
what you're
as.
throwing that, so just take a couple feet off.
Same as you've been drawn.
Same as your first one's perfect. Okay.
So his front end telling him that the weight's same as it was, the ice hasn't changed, giving him the confidence to throw his draw weight here.
Take some off that, Bruce. Yeah, a wee bit, but not much. I think you're still heavy.
Wait, good.
Line's good.
T-line.
Good communication again. Sweeper's asking Bruce, did you take something off? He felt it might be a little bit light, so he said yeah, but it's still okay. Now down to the sweepers to put this where they want. Let that one die. Sat down a bit on them. So that's not what he was after. Kenny was looking to put that red right up against the yellow and take the shot away for 2 or 3 here. So he's given advantage back to Ross. So Ross wants to put another yellow right on top of his own one and look at possibly scoring a 2 or a 3 here. So yeah, I don't know, do you think that one picked, or did they just misjudge it? It's a long way short of where they were aiming. They're 3-4 feet short of where they were looking to put that one.
I think it was maybe just they didn't catch it early enough. I don't think it grabbed anything. I just think they were maybe just caught unaware. So great opportunity for Ross White though to throw another one round in on top of.
Definitely, yeah. He makes this and he's looking favourite to score 2 or 3.
Line's good.
We're really close.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah,
line.
7.
Yeah, line. Whoa. Down. Yep. Hard. Hard line.
7.
Whoa.
Line only. 7, 8.
Clean.
8. Bump the
I
hair.
always like a yes,
Bump
no,
it a
yes,
wee
no.
bit.
It means that Stone's pretty good, Kenny. One saying yes, one saying no to me is always it's there or thereabouts where you're looking to put it. And hey ho, there's the result. Absolutely spot on. Great shot.
Off which one?
Which one? Higher.
Well,
Yeah,
sitting
that's a better
to
shot.
on the button.
Yeah, and the problem here for Team Mount, they can't draw one down on top of that yellow because it would lie third shot and still leave the full 4-foot circle available to Team White to score 3. So he's actually looking at trying to come in off one of these reds out in the wing here, Kenny. Come spinning off it and take one of the yellows out.
If I'm hitting that, then I'm missing them.
Yeah.
Half, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just looking at this, wondering if he's looking to hit half this one on the right, Kenny.
Bruce, you throwing the end or the out?
Do you think this will clear the other red once it's hit the
2/3
target
Bruce?
stone?
Half stone, the top one.
I think the concern for me here is the one he's aiming at on the right. If he doesn't hit the right angle on it, he's actually going to touch this other red on the way past. But he's trying to hit half, 2/3 of this wide one and come across and take the one that we can see sitting on the white circle there and lie shot and buried to make it very difficult for Ross to score 2.
Whoa. Yes! Get it.
One.
Bottom one.
He just sneaks underneath. I think he's done enough, Pete, with that one.
Good buddy.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Good result. Going to make it really difficult to score 2 here now. Because he's got the back red right at the back of the 4-foot here now, counting third shot. So I don't think you draw an out turn in there to get your 2. So yeah, fantastic result. Great last shot. Okay, he's looking at coming off his own yellow.
I don't think you can lose one doing that. Just like
I
back
think you
line,
can
hack.
lose one because you could potentially go over the top of it.
Hack, I think, to get enough kick.
Hack. You just can't catch underneath of it.
He can catch underneath of it. He could actually catch the back of this yellow, and he's got another slip fielder at the back, depending on his weight. So he could go yellow,
Hack weight. It won't be a
and bump
huge
this
hack.
red that Bruce just played out the 4-foot for 2 as his nominated shot. But he could also catch even thinner than that, catch the back of it, and he's got a slip fielder for the shot he's throwing at the back of the 4.
But what they don't want to do is catch it too
I'm not
fat.
going to throw it heavy. Like.
Yep, catch it too far means he's going to come straight onto his own yellow, punch it out and leave the red that Bruce has just thrown line shot at.
Right onto the side of it. Yeah. Just bump it. You know.
But I think it's a risk worth taking. It's at this stage in the game, 2-all. Good opportunity to get a 2 and go 2 clear.
So final stone of this fourth end. Ross White not playing crazy weight at this, just playing a barrier control takeout.
Yep, leaving it up to the sweepers and the third player to judge the line on this one.
Has he rolled enough? Hasn't quite done it.
Needs to catch that a bit thinner, didn't he, Kenny, to move the red. So great effort. But Bruce Moutt's last shot got his team out of a lot of trouble there. They were looking at probably a 3 if he'd missed that, losing a 3. So yeah, another turning point. Great game so far, and some fantastic shots being played by the skips of both teams to damage limitation and make sure the opposition are not scoring big ends.
Yeah, so here's this final rock again, trying to roll off his own in against the yellow to score 2. Just caught it a little bit thick. It's only a single point for Ross White. So as we head into the fifth end, it's Ross White leading by 3 shots to 2. And quite a lot of spectators in to watch this early morning draw.
Yeah, the Perth Masters has always been well supported. A lot of the local curlers enjoy coming and watching the elite, what we call them, Kenny, of curling. That if you give them good ice conditions and good rocks, you'll see a lot of good curling. So that's exactly what they're here to see. These young Scottish teams performing at the highest level. So end 5, I'm guessing we'll see a guard here again, and if it goes to form to the previous end.
Running on.
Dunk if you can, but I would let it sit.
Team Moutt will likely come round this. Let's see it.
Sorry.
No, he's going corner this time, so change of tactics. I'm guessing it's maybe just because that yellow's that bit closer to the house. Kenny, that if he's front end have changed his mind and he's going to draw round. So back to the tactics he's adopted at ends 1 and 3. He's going to come round this centre guard that was thrown up by Team White.
Wait's nice.
Got the hair power.
Yep, line.
Line on, mate.
Yeah, things have been working for him. Ross White's had to play a couple of shots to
Gotta go.
bail his team out of trouble.
Wait's good.
So just keep continuing what you're doing and you're bound to get an opportunity.
Weight was good. It's a bit tight, so he's now looking to see if that red's in play, because if it's touching the rings, then it can be removed. So I'm guessing they might end up measuring this. There'll be a 6-foot measure that comes out with the umpire to see if they can't agree between themselves, and then to get the umpire out to measure it.
Is the black line in or not?
No, I don't
Definitely the
know.
black
I
line.
honestly don't know.
I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
It sounds like they can't agree, so
I
I'm
don't know.
anticipating we'll see an umpire. Here we are. Who's this coming on with the measure,
No,
Kenny?
it's a 50-50, like.
Looks like David Imlay, one of the local Perth curlers, been asked to bring this 6-foot measure, so he will put this in the middle of the ring and then swing it round, and if it touches the red rock, it means it's in play.
There's the yellow while you're
If it's doesn't touch it, then it's out and can't be removed.
Well, you see it, the measure went past the red, so it is out of play.
It's out of the rings and therefore can't be hit. So it changes the shot choice, because straight away if it was in the rings, Ross would have removed it. He now has to change his choice of shot and likely do something. He's going to throw another guard here. So that was quite interesting. Having the measure out, we don't see that too often in the game these days.
Yeah, generally most of the teams can agree between themselves, so it must have been very tight to being in or out of the scoring area.
Yeah. And it used to only be you would see the measure at the end of an end to measure shots who was closest, but because of the rules now in the free guard zone, you are allowed to measure rocks to see if they're in or out of the house earlier on in the ends. So that's exactly what we wanted. He's thrown another guard up, he's going to go aggressive. Bruce has decided that actually that yellow, I don't like it. Where it lies, I'm going to remove it and try and get another corner guard here.
Just so you can't draw.
And they can't hit.
Nose is fine then.
Yep, right in the beat, Cammy.
Well, wait.
So the nomination is hit this yellow right on the nose. Leave 2 reds just short of the house, which can't be removed by Ross and his team, and they therefore
Almost hacked.
give an advantage to Team Mowat that they can use these red rocks later in the end and either draw behind them or touch them up in the house.
I've got to hold it.
Good, Hammy.
Nice, Hammy.
Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted there. Nice result.
12 even.
Yeah, so Bruce Mowat now controlling that 4-foot track towards the button. And makes it very difficult for Ross White to draw one in.
I think he's nominated in-turn draw. Craig been asked to throw an in-turn draw between these 2 reds.
5. Hard.
4, 5.
Hard.
4-5 means it's
4. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
top of the 4-foot and a bit tight here as well.
Hard. Whoa.
Yeah, he just catches that centre guard and bounces it across. So things getting a little bit scrappy
Get a blank now.
in this 5th end.
Split through the gap.
Then you just open up a draw, really. I think you just cold draw top.
Same shot as you, but if I touch the red, that's fine.
Top 4, top 8.
Yeah, so they're saying, remember we played this shot 2 ends ago, Bruce, when you were trying to draw for 2. So give me the same ice, I'll try and draw through that hole, and if I touch the red on the right hand side, it's fine. I'll knock it into the house or skiff off it and go in, skinny off it and go in behind my own red. So they know this ice.
Wait, top 4.
Bobby throwing out turn draw.
Hammy.
Hammy.
Hammy been asked to sweep to try and get this to swing.
Hard, Hammy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Grant.
Straight away, as soon as he starts sweeping like that,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
actually swung too much.
Okay.
Yeah, it did, but it's found a spot that's really hard to get to. You can't come down in the out turn and get to it, or you can't come down in the in turn and get to it.
So it looks like he's fancying taking a double in these
Control.
red guards here, come through between the 2 yellows.
Yep.
Hit the red there and go across. If he hits less than half, soon he'll take the red to the left away at the same time and leave the yellow line just short of the house.
Whoa, whoa. Normal. You in. Normal. You in. Whoa. Dump.
You in.
Off the yellow.
Curl.
So now that is not really what he wanted to do there. He wanted to hit less of that and take away both reds, but hitting too much he's actually come across and spun that other red into the house.
Okay.
Advantage back to Team Mowat. They lie 2
Back 4.
and they're playing, so he's going to try and
4 weight,
split this red.
Okay.
Put 1 red behind the yellow on the right and spin the other red that he's about to throw in behind the guards on the left. So great opportunity for Team Mowat here to put more pressure on young Team White.
Line on, line. Hold in.
Yep.
Yeah. D-line. D-line. Hard. Hard.
Yeah, going after this
Hard, Grant.
centre and
Right
to
to
it.
getting very
Right
cute
to
with
it.
this long guard.
Hard. Hard.
Yeah, he's looking to get distance between these reds. Although red's line 3 in the house, you can see they're all very close together here. And that gives an opportunity to the opposition to remove multiple stones in one go. So he's looking at hitting this red into the crutch, into the middle of these 2 reds here. Hits it right, he'll definitely take 2. And I think if he gets it spot on, he might even take all 3 reds out. A bit wide here, but looks nice.
Good
Well, does remove 2 reds. Not the way he was looking to remove them.
Yeah, but a little bit wide, bit worked. And that was the problem with Bruce's previous shot. He left the reds too close together.
No, this
He was
is
looking
great.
for a bit more
Thin.
weight to get some separation, so that shot wasn't possible. He's still got a chance of lie 2 here, and he'll be looking to throw a little bit down weight
You ain't got to do
by a
much,
hack
no.
weight, tap this yellow through the house and roll in behind the cover.
Heavy, full hack.
Clean.
Heavy.
Whoa. Whoa.
Lots of rotation on the rock here. Sweeping to make it curl.
Keep going, 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 keep going.
Nice shot. So,
Every
Wilson
time.
and his team do. Let's take a double. And he's going to hit.
Okay. Body, yep.
You see, hit this red on the wing and roll in behind cover. If you get a good shot here, we can lie shot and buried in behind a yellow and a red.
Down, body. Whoa. Firm. Body. Whoa. James. James. Wait, James. Hard, James. Hard,
It's
James.
just not
hard,
moving,
hard.
it's hanging out. Didn't really draw much
Get up.
at all.
Double if we're through the hole.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I think
hits and
so.
runs. Opens up the draw for Bruce Mowat to
That's,
come around the
Thank you.
out turn, the right hand side of the sheet.
This could curl further out, eh?
I think I'll be fine.
I think you're good.
I've through this line pretty much.
Good turn draw from
Waist
Grant.
nice. T line.
Felt heavy.
Waist nice. T line. Line only. Wait's all there. T line.
Thinking
Back
this is a
8.
bit heavier than he was
Back
looking
12.
for. Nice, I
Line's
think it'll be
okay.
quite quick out in the wings. There's not
We're
many
heavy.
stones
Back
down
8.
here, so there'll be a sharper pebble.
Set.
And the stones can glide
Sit.
on a bit further.
Set. Okay.
Okay, so he's just biting on the back of the 12 foot. Plenty of separation between the two reds, but ideally we'd like that one to be a bit further
thinking
forward. So Ross, now decision time. Do I go for the double in the reds?
Yeah, and then he probably freeze.
Miss the slash, he goes round and you have to freeze him. I like getting rid of some.
Well, I like him to go defensive, Pete. You a little surprised at that?
Just at this stage
we
in the
play
game,
this, if we miss
Ross
it,
said he
then we
fancied
can freeze in
removing
the
these
next
reds.
one.
If he gets it right
I
and
just like
removes
getting
two
rid
of
of
them,
one
it's a
of
great shot. He can also hit this red that's lying here on the nose, and it leaves his yellow in a good place to be used. So if Team Mowat came round the yellow on the other side, he has this yellow then to use. So the idea is hit this right on the nose, or slightly wide, and take both of them.
Hard. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh! No, 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 no.
There goes one, and there goes the other. What a shot by Ross White.
Yeah, well played.
Thanks. Say nice.
Yeah.
Fight before, no more.
Okay. So Bruce looking to play
Over
an out
swept
turn
it.
draw on the same line as the previous rock, so they know what the ice is doing here, and he'll look to bury it in behind the yellow.
Okay, Bruce, top 4.
Yeah, that was a nice
Yep.
shot. Just seen a replay there. Just got it, no more. But that way,
But
you
yeah,
really
if we're on
just
the
need to
T-line
touch
and
the
it's easy,
stones.
you
They're,
just
they're
have
really
a draw
lively,
to
and
that.
they'll,
Yep.
they'll
Keep top
Make
two.
sure we're top 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
disappear from the ice
Same
rather
weight.
quickly.
Weight's fine.
There's still a chance for Bruce Mowat to make his 2 in this 5th end.
I like it. Top
Get
8.
around the
top
guard.
4.
Make it difficult for Ross White to get to.
Way only.
No, get it easy. Oh, right off it. Why only? Why only?
Where?
Jumped on this one early,
all
Pete.
there.
Why
Yeah,
only?
you heard young Hammy saying, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
Stay with it, Hammy.
And Bobby was wanting to sweep it. Looks a bit deep. He doesn't want to go behind the tee because all that will happen is Ross will draw down on top of it. So ideally, he wanted that 3 feet further forward.
I only
So it
call
gives a bit of an advantage to Ross. He's now got the same draw, and if he draws on top of it, then obviously Team Mowat can't score a 2. And he's seen the line and the weight, so I fancy young Ross making this one and forcing Team Mowat and Bruce with the last stone to throw an in-turn draw for a single point.
I like the ice. hair
Just so you
more.
watch, it runs a hair straight down here.
Yeah.
I think that ice is fine.
Okay.
That's still a key shot for
Line's
Ross
nice.
White. Needs to make this one. Make it difficult for Bruce Mount to
Hair high!
score in this fifth.
Weight's close.
Line looks a
Ewan's. Always Ewan's.
little bit higher than Bruce Mount.
8,
7.
8.
Yeah, and
Seven.
they're shouting 7
Move
8.
now,
So
Ewan. Get on it. You now.
waiting as long as he can before he sweeps it to get it to swing. Here it comes.
Go, 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 go. Good effort.
Yeah.
So Lai shot.
Yeah, just curled enough towards the 4 foot at the end.
Throw it the same, I'll give you 2 inches less.
So Bruce is saying, right, I'm going to throw the same shot again, and what I need to do is come up and just touch that yellow back, no more than a matter of inches, and roll into the right to get a two score. Yeah, yellow's lying
Get away
short
with
here.
those!
So the idea is he'll come up with his red rock and touch that yellow one
Same
back 3 or 4 inches to lie
Nice.
2 shots. So you've got to get quite close to the guard that's out front here.
I play the exact same way.
He's taking a little bit less ice. You heard him saying to Grant, let's take a couple of inches less ice, and I'll throw the same way, because he did clear the guard by quite a long way with his first one. So although it looks half covered, that yellow one, the way these rocks are swinging at the end, I don't think there's any issue getting near this.
Hair down. Hairless.
Yep, then.
Hairless.
Way only!
Just T. Need to go wait.
Yep.
Just T,
I just
guys.
need to
Hard then.
tap it an inch or so.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl.
Doesn't look to have a lot of weight, Pete.
Hard hammy.
No, and it needs to curl, so not a good combination.
Weight's not bad.
Oh, you've overdone it, Danny. You've overdone it.
You've overdone it, he's saying.
Well, it's going to be a steal of 1 for Ross White.
Yeah, just got caught out a bit with ice there. It cleared the guard by a long way.
Yeah, again, a lot of rotation on that one from Bruce.
Yeah, which stops the swing, but yeah. Great result for Team White there again. They looked to be in a bit of a hole. Took a nice double. They were lying 3 against at one point and managed to come out of that end stealing 1. So as you can see from the scoreboard there, Team White 4, Team Mouat 2 after 5 ends, and definite advantage with Ross and his team now a 4-2 lead going into the 6th end.
Let's go, guys.
I see the other semi-final on a couple of sheets over. Kenny, what's happening with that one?
Yeah, Patterson and De Cruz having a bit of a battle there in the 5th end. It is Patterson leading by 3 shots to 2. Patterson picking up singles in the 1st, 3rd and 4th. De Cruz scoring 2 in the 2nd.
Top 4, boys.
Popped it back.
So a close game there.
Whoa, Luke's there.
Similar to the
Luke's
one
all
we've
there.
got. Good close game with lots of good
Right
shots.
Dunks now.
So what do you think he'll do here? Is he going to go guard again, Kenny, or is he going to go into the house now he's got his 2-shot lead?
I think there'll be a change of tactics from
Top 4. Alright, boys. Go, go, go.
Team
go.
White. They'll go in the house, and that's exactly, you can see they're trying to drag this one into the top of the 4 foot.
Okay, well, let's bump it.
Yeah, good call, Kenny. That's exactly what he's looking to do. He doesn't want guards in play now. He's got his 2-shot lead, so he's now going into defensive mode. He has been aggressive for the first 5 ends, but he's built up the lead he wants. 3 ends to go, so he's looking to limit the score from Team Mouat. So I don't want guards in play. He's saying to his team, we want them in the house.
Weight's good.
Keep the game in the house and keep it open.
Gotta go, Grant.
To bend.
Weight's fine. Gotta curl. Gotta really curl. Weight's fine.
Yep.
So Hammy throwing a guard.
Really popped it. You see, he's really
Key line.
He still wants the red short of the house, because being behind they want the cover and they want the shots short of the ring so they can draw behind them later in the end. I was saying that's fine, okay, I'll leave that there. I'm going to come up and tap my yellow straight back.
Where?
So I've got 2 in the house
7.
lined up, and you're going to have to remove them at some point.
Seven,
By doing this, looking to keep the game away as much as possible from that corner guard. It's just been
Whoa,
drawn.
whoa, whoa. 7, 8.
Close.
8. Clean. Yep. 7.
Hard.
Hard. Whoa.
Whoa. On the yellow.
Yeah, this looks a nice shot from you and
Nice,
Kyle.
Ewan. Good shots.
It's absolutely spot on. It's exactly what Skipper was looking for there. Nice shot, Jan.
I don't mind round it. They can't hit it.
They can't hit the corner.
They're up there.
Other side.
Other side.
Take tight ice. Tight left ice, Bruce.
Yeah, this is where we see
Go
the
wide.
Yeah, me too.
5 rock free guard zone come into its
Same
own.
way.
In the past, you'd have seen the lead player throw the guard and the second player
Nice.
remove it from play with their first
kill
stone.
Grant, it's good,
But
run,
now
okay.
they can't do that.
You're running
He's
okay.
good.
Yeah, so he's taking
Race good.
advantage of that rule and
All
looking
there.
to put up 2 guards. So he wants as much cover
Real
as
tight.
possible this end out front, so he can let his second, third, and
Set.
himself use the guards as cover. Probably a bit deeper than he was looking to throw that one, but as you saw, Hammy was just sliding out. There's a bit of a rock and he lost his balance
Ross,
slightly.
you put
I
it in
think
this
that
spot
impacted on
to
the
make
weight
sure
he
we
ended
still
up
get
throwing
the
in the
double on the
rock.
reds.
I know, but unless you go really high.
I don't think too high, but yeah.
Halfway.
Halfway.
Halfway. 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another guard.
Just in case
He's
we-
changed
we
his
can still
tactics. He
double
was
field
putting on the
it
rings. He's
against
saying,
next
okay,
set.
I've now got 1 on the top of the button. I've got 1 guarding it. I'm going to put another guard out front. So he's looking to protect this shot in the forefoot and have it double guarded.
Right, well, you're not getting an option in what this is.
3.
Right, this is almost in the rings.
Oh,
Okay.
Pretty sure it is in the rings.
Well,
There.
5,
again,
6.
lots of communication. They're
Yep.
just saying this one's very
Hard.
tight to the rings.
Get this right in the nose. Hard. Hard.
don't really want to do
Whoa,
that,
yeah,
Kenny, do they?
good.
They wanted
Good, go, go, go.
separation here by putting the stones close together. It's a bit like the last end
Okay.
where we saw that shot that was
fine.
driven up by young Duncan to remove 2.
Okay.
You put them too close together, they're easier to remove.
go.
So
Okay.
straight
Go.
away, Bruce says, okay,
Like
good
him.
opportunity to take 2 yellows
Yeah,
here.
me too.
And if I can hit this just
Yeah,
off
the rings
nose,
for
we can take 2 yellows and possibly rolling behind the corner guard.
Yeah, Team White maybe just realising that they're on the
Whoa.
verge of
Close.
picking up a big scalping heading into the
No, no.
Whoa.
the quarterfinals.
Yep.
Yes! Yes! Hard! Roll it!
Both yellows on the move. The second one just sliding out of the house.
Yeah, that's what he was looking to do there. Nice shot. He's taken the double and left the red in a position that he can use it. So now they've changed the tactics. We don't want to guard the yellow. He's now decided that actually the red guards are dangerous. He's looking to take 2 red guards with one shot here. Hit half this one and go across and hit the other red at
Hard!
the other side here. And that's exactly what he's done.
Good effort, James.
Ideally, he was
nice
looking to
shot.
take
That's
both
good enough.
reds and the yellow, so he's left the guard.
Nice throw.
Or
Good
just draw.
result from young
Back
James.
in.
He's playing well in this game.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like that.
You know the way. Just
Pretty
throw it
quick
twice.
key there.
Yep. Wait if you can.
This is a really quick.
Whoa. Room!
Yeah, now we are in the business
Whoa,
end of the
hold
game.
forward.
6, 7, 8.
Good.
This is where
Room!
all that
Right.
training and preparation
Run! No line's good.
really pays off.
Mr. Carl!
Definitely.
Okay,
Mr.
still
Training,
Carl!
preparation and experience.
Where are we?
And he says
Hard.
he's going to use this
Keep going,
guard.
keep going, keep going, keep
Not-
going. Never up, never
Not
up, never
concerned
up.
if this one slips behind it. He's really looking to
Job,
put
Bob.
a shot behind cover and put some pressure on Ross. That's going okay.
You don't like hitting the red and just. Oh, no, we need to move that yellow.
He's looking to remove the yellow
Hit
that's
it.
just
Pass
short
on.
of the house and come
Right.
across and hit this
Thick
other
half.
red and rolling off it to possibly lie to it, I think.
PL!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Nice slide from Duncan to an in-turn
Whoa.
hit.
Curl a bit. Come on.
Roll.
Good effort.
Yeah, just caught that one a little thin.
I think a flatter roll.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's not too bad.
Just gain away 2 here.
Yeah, you hear what they're saying there, Kenny. They're
Everyone.
not that concerned if
Go
they
the
lose
end.
2 here, because it means with 2 ends to go they would be
Give her the
2
draw
up.
round, no.
It's not what they would ideally look to do, but he's not overly concerned as long as he doesn't lose a 3.
Seen
I
this,
think.
haven't we? Aye.
From the end. Are you throwing barrier?
Hack.
Okay.
So the shot nominated here, in turn. hit and roll behind the red to leave 2 reds in the house and 1 buried.
Nice weight, maybe a touch firm.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Nice weight.
Clean.
Weight's coming off.
Yep.
Yep. Weight's coming off.
Yeah.
Hard.
Off that line, Harry.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Right to it.
Yeah, good scrub by
Right over.
Hammy McMillan.
Thanks, Grant.
Yeah, that's a
Shot.
nice shot. So that stone will be 2/3, 3/4 covered. I'm putting a bit of pressure on Duncan. So straight away, okay, nice shot, but I'm going to run this red straight back, take a double, and from slightly wide,
Yep.
I can take the red that's in the back rings with this guard.
Whoa.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Ah,
Well, popped that one through the gap.
so now
I think so.
there's a chance of a 3.
He makes the run, then we split the rings.
Edge 8.
Think so. I don't mind a hair more.
Well,
I'll be close. I'll be good. That's
You
good.
should run here.
things are beginning to get very interesting.
Yeah,
Pete.
it was a bit unlucky from Duncan there, slightly tighter or slightly wider, and he'd have taken another red with it. So I think the nomination is to throw another
Tight,
red up
tight.
just short of the house
Tight. Halfway tight.
to guard the
really
one that's
tight.
in the
That's
4
right.
foot.
Bobby.
Bob only.
Bobby. Really tight.
Bob when you can.
Yep, Bob. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, line's fine. Line's fine.
Really
Bobby.
tight. Just biting. Just
Oh,
biting.
just short. Just
Clean.
short.
Yeah, they're happy with that one. So by doing that, he's looking to guarantee his 2.
Rings. Should get 2.
So they're saying that you can continue hitting these
Yeah,
red ones,
As long
and
as you make one
you
of them
maybe
go,
take 2 of them
so
out.
if it
Even if
does
you do, I'm going to draw the other side of the
No,
house
at
and
least I'll
lie
roll
2.
make sure one of them goes.
If you go for the run back and miss it,
If you get both of them, ideal.
I thought Bruce might not throw a guard with his next one. He might throw a 3rd one into the rings and say, right, you don't make a double, I'm taking a 3. So pressure on Ross here.
Make sure you get one of them here, is ideal.
He doesn't want to hit the open one at the back because he's concerned if I hit the one at the back that's open and they put another red in behind that guard and lie 2 behind the guard, there's a chance I can lose 3. So he's going to run this straight back and take one of the reds in the house at the same time. If he's really lucky, he can take all 3 reds. I think we've seen that shot before, Kenny.
Yeah, second one slipped through the hole. And as we said, that's really the first mistake we've seen from Ross White.
I was kind of thinking level wide, but you might leave a triple.
If you're wrong, you leave a triple. That you couldn't guarantee 2.
Yeah, so straight away he's going, I'm not going to guard, that's a waste of a shot, so I'll put one in the house there, possibly, and not leave any doubles, and that way I can
I've
set
got
my 3
T-line
up.
there,
So
or T-line there.
yeah, do you
Gotta
think
go
Ross
top 12
actually
just so the doubles harder?
could have taken the one at the
Like
back
it's
there
longer
because the
double.
guard
Yeah,
being so
okay.
close to the house, only a foot out, it'd been very difficult to bury another one behind it. If he'd hit this back red on the nose, he'd have line
That's tougher
line
than
second
a
shot
2
half
foot
in
run.
the 8
I
foot.
thought T-line that way.
Just-
That's just if you go a bit deep there, it's going
Might
to
have been the better call at this stage in the game.
He's just picking these 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I
you're.
think that's still pretty
Just a
hard.
bit aggressive. I think hit that back one and he'd have been line 1 in the house and said,
I'm
okay, what are you
calling
going to do?
Here, Bruce, am I?
He could have frozen it, that would have been a good shot, but Ross could still have taken out and only lost 2. So as it is now, he's going to have a. And if Team Mount and Bruce can put the shot exactly where they want, it's going to have a really hard double
It's possible with 3 foot
to avoid losing a 3.
Just top 12 straight.
Yeah.
Top 8. Right.
So he's going to throw an in-turn draw and try and get this out as wide as he can. As I said at the last end, as much separation as he can between the shots to make the double difficult.
Weight should be there. T. Oh then.
Oh, not bad. Tons of room. Tons of room.
We're just looking to hit the paint really with this one.
Got a top 8.
T-line.
So, setting top 8. Top 4.
Wee bit, yep.
Nice
Pretty
spot.
handy,
Yeah,
isn't
nice
it?
wee.
So,
Nice spot.
Team White, Ross is saying, okay, I'm going to have to take a double here or lose 3, so he's going to nominate just that stone that's next to the brush head, head it straight back and take the one behind it next to the word live there and remove both of them. saying, okay, I make this, you get 2. Problem is, if he doesn't make it, the likelihood is he's going to lose a 3.
Very important stone for Ross White.
Close. Yep.
Seen him make some slash doubles already in this game. Makes one, makes
Yeah,
both
nice
of them
shot.
go away.
Good shot.
Well swept.
So, draw for 2 to tie the game up. So, make this, and it's a tied game. 4-all after 6 ends. Close, exciting game. 2 ends to go, and actually possibly advantage back to Team Mowat here, because if they can manage to force a 1 in the 7, then 7th end they take the hammer down the last. So yeah, it was critical they got a 2 here for them. They've done that. Well played end, but Ross again playing a great last shot to bail his team out of trouble. He's played some fantastic last stones in this game.
Are you on it?
Hammer if you need it.
We're back 8.
Hammer if you need it.
We're back 8.
Whoa, whoa,
Almost back 12.
whoa.
Have you got it?
Need the red, right? Need the red.
Hard then.
They're saying they need a little bit of backing. Yeah, they probably did need some backing.
Nice.
But it's a score of 2 for Bruce Mowat to tie this game up at 4-4 through 6 ends. As we head into the 7th, it will be Ross White with last stone advantage with 2 ends to go in this Ayr Road final from the Perth Masters.
Just keep moving. 6 minutes.
And we're just looking at their time clocks there, saying we need to keep this going. We've got 6 minutes. So there have been, because there's been lots of rocks in play and a lot of thinking time used up, they just need to be wary. Kenny, remind me what happens if they run out of time?
Well, they ultimately forfeit the game, Pete, because
1-0,
you've no longer enough time to play your stones.
So important that they do keep their eye on it, and thankfully for Team Mowat, one of them has noticed that the time's not good and we need to keep playing. Quick clip. Hammy McMillan, 24-year-old from Stranraer here,
Hard line.
been asked to throw a guard up.
Just go long.
Bit of a curling dynasty down there in Stranraer. His father was named Hammy, his grandfather's named Hammy, so
Line's good.
3rd generation of Hammies playing out of Stranraer, and
Just make sure we keep moving.
the Northwest Castle have had many a battle against his dad and lots of fun. His father used to skip a team, but young Hammy performing really well at leading this Team Mowat, throwing the stone well, and an exceptionally good sweeper as well.
I was really through that. Whoa, James.
Oh, where?
Down. Down.
Where? Top 8.
Yeah, you and Kyle
Oh,
just a little
Okay,
bit
top
concerned with
four's
this
fine,
throw on
like
that one.
Top 4. Okay.
Lots of handle
Top 4.
again.
Dunk a wee bit. Yep. Dunk. Go. 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 Yep.
Hard
Looks
dunk.
okay.
Go.
Do you think he thought it was a bit heavy there, but he's ended up where he wanted it, top of the 4-foot, behind the guard.
You want to freeze it?
Nominations to freeze it. You can see the time clocks behind there. The red one was Mowat ticking away at 5 minutes 59, so they're well aware that they need to keep up the time clock.
Wait, only. Top 8. Whoa. Line's good.
Team White got a little
Line's
bit more
great.
time. They've still got 7.5 minutes, so
Room.
they haven't used as
Run,
much time to
run,
date, so they're a bit more comfortable with their clock.
Where? Perfect.
We're on it just now. We're a wee
Whoa,
bump.
whoa.
We're a wee bump just now.
This looks a nice shot.
Really nice. Nice, Hammy.
Yeah, very good shot, Hammy. That's exactly what he was asked to do. Come down and leave that red on top of it. And there you
Like
can see the
back
times
four.
now.
Yep.
So Team White with 7 minutes 23 and Team Mowat with 5:57. Even Kyle been asked to draw another one in on
Yep.
top, so he's
Back
throwing his
four.
out turn
Whoa.
on the left-hander.
Back 8. Close.
Back
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Super's saying it's a bit heavy, but Skip's saying actually, well, I don't care if it's heavy, I need you to sweep it for line here.
Roll
Go.
it.
Go. Go. Go.
Roll
Get
it.
it in. Get it in. Oh.
No, didn't want that. He was
That works.
ideally wanted to
Try
come
in,
past
you're
the guard and tap the red, But he's managed to get it into the house, so not the worst result possible. Moved the guard slightly.
Nose! No, the other one! Just nose the yellow! If I roll under! Barrier!
Nose is still playing nice for the
Okay.
force.
Yeah.
So they're looking to force. You heard the word force there. That means they want to force Team White into
Hey, good hack!
taking a 1 here to
Gotta
give
go.
them the last an
Gotta go,
advantage
Harry.
down the last. So by removing this, they're removing the
Harry,
risk
Harry.
of a multiple score.
Hard!
And they're saying that actually we're quite comfortable
Hard,
to force you to take a 1.
Right. Good, Bob. That's fine.
It's actually rolled quite well for him. That's rolled good separation between the two reds and no double on the reds.
Slash the guard! Looking pretty good for a blank then.
Okay.
Okay, so on you go, Kenny.
Yeah, so Ian Kyle's thinking, the lead player for Team White, just slash the red in, try and make the double on the wide red. And it's going to be really hard for Bruce Mowat to find force Ross White into scoring one or setting up a steal.
Whoa. Carl. Carl.
Not far away from this. Just over the top though.
Yeah, he felt if he could remove both these reds that it was a good opportunity to blank then. So what he wants to do, he doesn't want to take 1 here, he actually wants to either score 0 or 2, and by blanking then you would take the last stone advantage into the last end. So that was the theory behind that one.
Hard line!
Bruce saying okay. I'm going to throw a guard up now.
Hold the line, Hammy!
Sweeper's working hard on this,
hold on,
been asked to
hold on.
hold the line.
Whoa, don't curl!
Yep.
Whoa, never Grant! Whoa!
That's fine.
Yeah, well, it looks exactly where they were after it.
Nice,
So
Bob.
nice shot, well thrown, Bobby. Remove the guard, try the same shot again, and if he gets a little bit lucky and takes the 1 in the house, even better.
Close, yep. Whoa. 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 Catch it.
Oh, that's a shot.
Yeah, that's the one he was after.
Yeah, lovely shot from James. As I said the last time, he's having a good game here, playing really well. So that's changed the dynamics of this end. That red banker that was in there, now gone. I think, yeah, they're looking to throw a guard up here, Team Mount, so they're still looking to force. They don't want to give last stone advantage away in the last end.
Felt tight, Hammy.
Halfway tight!
Showing halfway tight, they want
going
halfway between the house and the
halfway.
hog, making it difficult for
Line's really nice.
the
You're only
opposition
going
to remove it
halfway,
and the one in the
halfway
house, so they
tight.
want them lined up here, one red in front of the
Bobby
other.
only!
Bob now.
Bob!
Gotta go. Hard Bob.
Bob! Hard, man, go,
Hard,
get line,
Bob.
two line, come on!
Yeah, but sweeping at the end there, making it swing so you can see right in line. So very difficult to remove both the reds here without dislodging the yellow as well.
Bill! Whoa.
Clean.
Duncan McFadden playing lots of weight at this beat, not hanging around.
I got it.
Peel weight, we call that. As I said earlier, these stones really springy, you really just have to touch them and they're gone. It gives you throwing that weight, quite a big target to aim at. So it's a quick end this one so far, lots of hitting, so I think part of that is down to being aware that they're short on time.
Whoa! Just a hair more!
By hitting, obviously the stone
Right,
takes
tight.
less time to get
Oh,
to the other
line's
end
good.
and you're
Tight.
saving
Tight.
on your time clock. So the idea here is another guard. We'll put
Bob,
one
if
in
you
front
can!
of the yellow, don't want it too far up.
Yep.
And just then to get it to swing. So yeah, nice shot. I think we'll just see exactly the same again from Duncan. Another high,
I
hard
don't
one.
think you can lift them all.
Good. Single's fine.
Okay, so they did discuss the possibility of driving a red into the red in the house, but Ross is saying I don't think you can remove them all, so let's just go for the one.
Clean.
Make sure we get the one out front. Don't try and be too clever.
Good.
Okay. You never try and leave it flat.
See, I was trying to get steep.
Okay.
Just because I think. Can't do this, can you?
They're too far away.
Barrier or control? Control to get the separation?
Control on the
So
nose or
Kenny,
control on
the
this?
game's moved into the house. He's no
See, I was
longer
thinking
looking
that you're
at the
never
front of
going to get
guard.
as much separation that
He's
way
going
if
to
you're
try
going
and
this way.
tap the red onto the yellow, remove the
Yeah.
yellow from play, but also at the same time get as
I'd
much
come
separation as he
here
can
before
between
guard.
his two reds, so that there's no
Right,
double on from Ross.
Control.
So he
just
wants to
inside
lie
nose.
two
Yep.
and either force
7,
Ross
8.
to take one, or if Ross decides actually doesn't want to take one, he can maybe look at giving Team Mowat one. So hit red onto yellow, then
7,
spin
8.
one red to one side of the 8 foot and another red across to maybe the edge of the 4 foot here.
It's going to leave him the double, but I think both ways is going to leave him a double. This is going to be really close.
3/4 will be close.
Yeah, agreed.
Control.
Yeah, difficult shot if you're looking to hold both reds, but certainly achievable.
Yeah, not a big margin for error.
He's good.
Whoa,
Touch
whoa,
heavy.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. He's good. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So there we go. That's the call.
Good try.
Very well played shot and well judged. But there's a possible double here.
Yeah, just a half stone. Just a little bit maybe less than half stone.
And you fancy if he makes this, it likely ends up as a blank end, Kenny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Half stone.
Very nice ball.
That's exactly what Ross White was looking for.
Less. Edge of stone, James.
So in turn, peel weight, hit half the stone,
Arjun.
roll across, take the other red out and lie if possible.
All the way. Catch.
Hard. What a boy.
Yeah.
Nice rough.
Yeah, makes it. Holds the shooter as well. Forces Bruce Mowat to do something with this yellow.
He's hit really well in this game, Ross. He's played a lot of good hits. Doubles. There's another double. It'll be the third or fourth double he's had in this game. So yeah, nice shot.
Weird. I think we'll need to.
It's a decision time from Team Mowat. Do
Own hands, isn't it?
Yeah.
we looking to force here? So he's actually looking to come down and freeze us. Now this is a dangerous shot. It doesn't make this he loses two.
up a wee bit, Bruce.
He's ideally want to come down and freeze it so that he either steals one or
T-line.
forces Team White to take one.
That size? Yeah, I think that's alright.
Yeah, possibly thinking it's easier to make a 3
He's T-line weight.
down 8 than it is to steal.
Interesting. I suppose that one of the benefits of having the 5 guard free guard zone, the 5 stone free guard zone. Sorry. A really aggressive call here. Not sure there's many teams
Whoa.
out here that have played this one, but Bruce fancies it.
Face down.
They're need to sweep it for line. If this over curls, he's going to leave an easy draw for 2 for Ross.
Back four, back kick.
Yes.
No.
Line looks okay now.
Overdone it, I think.
It's over.
Jumped it a little early, but it did look as if it was going to pull really aggressively.
Yeah, and they got on it early, as you said, and with the forceful sweeping in these synthetic brushes, managed to hold it straight, and yeah, ultimately they've overdone that. So wide open hit for 2.
Fairly straight in here, didn't it?
Can't be delighted with that result. I can't think Bruce and his teams.
We're good, bud. Right.
There's a bit down weight, nose hit to lie 2 to
Relax,
take a
James.
6-4 advantage into the last end. So a big shot here for young Ross.
Fully expect him to make it though.
Down barrier.
Down barrier, so he's throwing a control weight so the sweepers can
Hard.
hold this with the brushes.
Hard.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, well played from
Nice shot.
young Ross White. They make their 2 here in the 7th. And they now lead 6-4 as we head to the 8th.
Okay.
Good sweep, bud.
But it's Bruce Mowat, all important last stone.
Very good, Paul. That was a well good on.
Still not 100% sure the call on that last one from Bruce. Freezing one on the edge of his margin for error was so small there, but I'm sure he'll prove me wrong and take a 2 or 3 at this last end, but really aggressive call there. Somebody obviously on top of their game, and if they'd swept it properly, they'd actually made the shot. So it wasn't the throw, it was really down to the judgment of the sweeping that caused the error there. So I think we talked about time at the beginning of the last end. They had 6 minutes. They've now got 2 minutes 54. Team Mowat, so that they're not blessed with a lot of time to play this last end either, being 2 down. So I think advantage is with Team White here, 2 up. Ewan Kyle being asked to throw one into the house. He'll be looking to put this one top of the 4 foot, similar that he did two ends ago.
Boys. Whoa, boys! Whoa! Whoa, boys!
We're here high, James. Stay close. Yep.
Get in the 4 foot!
Hard, boys.
Hard!
You got it. Just
We're there for wait.
Mine's nice.
Carl.
Good judge. Nice shot, you.
Into the button
Out turn.
for Ewan Kyle.
No surprises then. I think we'll see young Hammy throwing 2 guards here.
Halfway tight.
Yeah, waist
And when I
nice.
say young, I mean relative
Just
to
halfway.
Line's really good.
probably myself and not you, Kenny.
Line's really good.
Yeah, he's relatively young for me as well.
Where are we?
So out turn guard.
You go now. Where are we going? We're okay here. Waist line. Hard.
Just looking to land it where Bruce's brush is. So yeah,
That's a
shot.
distance.
Aye. Top. Roughly same speed. We're close.
Yeah, this young side of Ross White's has just hung in and done the basics very well. Ross White's come up with some fantastic shots throughout the game to keep them in it, but this team have certainly played their part.
Yeah,
We're
pretty
nearly
good team
there.
game here.
No, let's
They've
stop.
got themselves out of trouble when they were in it. They
Let's
played
stop.
James played a nice run back that last end. Didn't look
Hey, Ian.
like it was a fantastic shot, but removing the guard and the one in the house at the same time, it meant that they gave them the opportunity to blank the end. So that was the critical and key shot of the last end for me.
Line's good.
Hammy in turn guard. They're
Waist
looking
good.
to put this at the other side, opposite
Level,
the one he's
boys.
already played, so there's no double in the guards.
Line's
Given
perfect,
the opportunity
guys.
to draw around it later in the end.
Weight's pretty good.
Ideally,
Line's
they
really
want
nice.
this
Weight's nice.
lined up.
Good, Hammy.
in
Good
line.
end, Hammy.
Yeah, that's very good from you, Hammy. So Ross is going aggressive. He said, I've got 2 in. I'm not going to go chasing guards. Can't hit them yet anyway, so I'll put another yellow just short of the house and lie 2 guarded.
Whoa.
3. If we don't touch it, it might come down.
They're narrow.
3, 4.
Oh, we're really narrow.
So a good bit of prize
Three,
money
four,
on
do
offer
it,
here
go
this
in.
How do we
weekend,
go
Kenny.
here?
I think we're almost there.
These teams
Oh, narrow. Whoa.
qualify for the quarter final.
Okay, get it here.
Ultimately, the first prize in this
Hard,
competition
boys.
is, I think it's the highest I've seen it.
Oh.
It's just over £7,000 to the winning team. So great prize money for them.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that's not pulled you out of retirement, Pete.
Oh, hit and roll.
Yeah.
Here. Control
Yeah,
and
the money's
roll.
attractive, but unfortunately
Probably
my knee's
that.
not really
Okay.
up to it these days. Too much curling over the years, and going way back to when we started, we used to stand and smile at the Scandinavians doing all the
Nice
warm-ups
weight.
before the game as
No.
we were standing
Close.
at the
Close.
side weight.
Whoa,
It's really
whoa.
nice, but
Whoa.
yeah, I
Whoa.
wish I'd copied
Tommy.
them because they've given me a bit more longevity. Anyway, back to what's happening here. Nice double there.
Okay.
So by removing the 2 yellows, he's brought his 2 corner guards into play.
Hack. Barrier. Hack.
Yeah, really nice shot from Bobby Lammy.
Yeah, well, it's that yellow guard just over curling, because ideally Team White were looking to line the yellows up so there was no double. So James His draw just over curled, so he's now been asked to play a hack weight, hit the red out and roll behind if he can.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
A little bit surprised he didn't go after the guards, but he's obviously decided to try and go for the hit and roll behind the yellow here.
No.
Yeah, really nice
Spot
shot,
on,
James.
nice shot.
It's a great
Good
shot
ball.
now. Bruce Mowat thought he was in a great spot with two corner guards in play, but that yellow rolling underneath the centre guard means making a 2 is going to be pretty difficult.
Looking to take the double here.
Stay with.
Carl's got to stick him out. Got to stick him out.
Okay.
A little bit of a mistake from Bruce Mowat's side, and Bobby Lammy.
Yeah, they're not happy with that. You heard him, he's got to stay about, They wanted that red to, didn't matter if they got 2 yellows, but they wanted the red, they want as much cover as possible here to look to set their 3 up. So, Duncan going to remove his red guard. And I'm not sure if by drawing round other red guard whether
Nice shot.
Bruce and his team can actually lie shot. I don't think they can. So they're going to have to rely on a miss here from Ross White and his team if they're going to get a 2 or a 3.
Nice shot.
You can see the guard there. If you draw a red behind that, it's going to lie in the red and not out count the yellow stone. So maybe at some point he actually draws around this yellow in the house.
Race close.
Got through it.
Little narrow, Hammy. Yep, hard.
If you can. Whoa.
Race good.
Yep. Back
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he's looking to do here, Kenny.
Yeah, not
only.
too worried about setting shot.
Needs to set a touch.
Whoa then, whoa.
Use the yellow as a guard.
Stay with it. Good shot. Nice, John.
Nice shot.
Will they go after the shot stone, or will they go for the corner guard?
Hit the single peel,
Yeah, fancy the red guard and
No, because we can maybe stick
No,
the middle.
the second
Want to
one
play
behind.
that?
right. Do you want to hit the red into the red? And they're going no because it's too high risk. If I hit the red too wide and jam it on the yellow, it looks really stupid when we face 2. So just going for the single peel here.
Yeah, you tighten the ice up, you hit this one in the nose. Yeah, it's not worth the risk.
Clean. We're good. Nice shot, Duncan.
Okay, so do you fancy them going round again? I think might well do.
If he goes back there again, you're going to have a run.
Run
Yeah.
double, aye.
Put one on top of there. What are you going to do? So same shot elected and nominated here from Grant. Yeah, quite fancy making this. He's just played it. I think they're tightening the ice up a little bit here. This was the bit where two ends ago they were running a bit straighter, so tightening the ice up a little bit. Looking to throw this back 8 foot, throw it to the sweepers, let them take it back and freeze it on top of the one that's already there.
Touch heavy.
You're heavy.
We're not bad.
No, we're still max. Tons of room. Dig.
Looking a little bit on the heavy side.
That's not good. You can hit these red, this right hand red anywhere on the wide side, both the yellows go, so might just about been the worst result possible with that one. If he hadn't played it, then the red's still buried behind the yellow, but he's given them a great opportunity to remove both of them, so he'll be really disappointed with that result. Anywhere short or in line with it, but lying alongside it, it's just as I said, probably the worst result possible. So Ross looking to eliminate both his reds here, and then we'll see if Bruce can draw around it.
Yeah, even if he'd half checked the top yellow, it wasn't a complete disaster really. When he was able to construct something, putting them side by side, a real disaster.
Nothing the sweepers could do when it's heavy. But light, they can do something with it. If it's heavy, then as expected. So only one shot possible now is to draw round. Again, he's not that concerned if he lies short. Ideally he would. So on top of the C, to lie short and force Ross to drive the yellow back onto it. If he slips too deep here, Ross will just follow him in and lie on top and kill the game.
Don't need to lie shot.
No.
He's saying to his team, we don't need to lie short, so it's not critical, just make sure we're buried.
Yeah, so persevering with this in turn. 2 stones for Bruce Mowat to come and needs to score with both of them. These are the type of shots that we've seen Bruce Mowat play in the past. Absolutely perfect.
Hard line!
Supers are digging into this one.
Yeah, they want as much separation as they can between the yellow and the red, so they're looking to take this deep as they can, but at the same time get it buried.
Hardy, man, gotta go, come on! Come on!
Ross White will be able to see around half stone of this, at least.
And he's just thrown one down here. Kenny knows the ice. He's put the brush down straight away. He's confident, and he's going to go for the hit. So that one just overswept again a little bit. They need to get that to swing a bit more. But there was a call for line at one point, so you can't blame the sweepers on that one.
Yeah, plenty of time on the clocks for both teams. What will be going through Ross's head at this moment, Pete?
Just half stone Peel. Avoid him to play again, another game. He's hit really well, so his confidence will be high. Yeah, looks like he's made it.
Yeah, makes the takeout, and that is the game. A big win for Ross White, 6-4 over Bruce Mowat. A bit of a surprise, but a fantastic performance by Ross White in the matchup. Means they will progress to the quarterfinals, and Bruce Mowat will drop down into the B Road.
Yeah, for me a big surprise. I said at the beginning of the game, team ranked 4th versus a team ranked 130th. So great to see strength and depth in Scottish curling. Played really well. Some great key shots played by Ross. Hit really well during that game. Great team performance. So they now go on and progress into the quarterfinals. And for Team Out, they will be back on the ice, so they now have to win 2 games in the B Road. They drop down to the B Road and will have to win 2 there. If they lose a further game, they'll go into the C Road. So yeah, big bonus for Ross and the team. So let's have a look at some of the shots, key shots from the game here. This is the first shot, the first end here, drawing against 2 for his 1. Shot there to take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, this is the second end, and Ross White just trying to draw in for 3, kissed off the back red, and only picked up the 2 points.
I think that was his only bad shot of the game, really. On to the third end. Nice hit and roll, making it really difficult for Bruce, who got a little bit unlucky. As you said, Kenny, at the time, an inch tighter, he's got his 2 there. Anyways, score of 1, 2-all after 3.
Fourth end, tried the in off the yellow for 2, just didn't quite catch enough of that yellow on the button. It was only a single for Ross White.
Wait's not bad.
Yeah, so fifth end, trying to draw in and tap that yellow back, and it just hung out. The weight was good, just didn't get the line right. So a big steal of 1 there at the fifth end for a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, into the 6th, Bruce Mowat, just a free draw for 2.
Yeah, in the 7th end, looked like we were going to head towards a blank end. Team Mowat took a risk trying to freeze 1, didn't work out for them, and a straight open hit there for 2 for Ross, which he played really well to take his 2.
Yeah, this is the final shot. Half stone Peel for the win. Run Bruce Mowat out of stones after 8 ends. So it's Team Ross White who progress to the quarterfinals. So that's it for the coverage from the Mercure Masters here in Perth. So from Pete Loudon, Pete Smith actually.
Thanks Kenny.
And myself, Kenny Edwards, thanks for listening.